I thought you went to make it glizzy.
He did.
I wish you went to make it.
He came back.
Hello, I am the Glizzy.
What a perfect time for me to
It's
change
me.
scenes. He went to make a glizzy. He's going to put it in his mouth. Hi, I'm a glizzy.
Is it a Glizzy? I am the Glizzy.
The glizzy.
Oh
That is the glizzy to you, you fucking peasant.
I am your cousin 3 times removed. Glizzy Ruin.
Amazing.
I feel like I just booked myself like a one-way ticket to some copyright lawsuit.
Lawsuit.
Who the fuck?
Hey.
Who the fuck read a glizzy in your weird reality? Who was the weirdo that decided glizzy needed copyright?
Right. While Dead is putting long swords of pork inside his body. I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna
like
just
this
recap the
game
last session for
anymore.
you guys. So, our current party were charged by Fizzban with finding the party from 50 years prior. The party ventured into the third circle to pass on information of enlistment to Noxpira. Noxpira? I forget how to say it. I always call him Nox.
Noxpira.
Okay. Bale's right hand and general. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Bale's right hand and general. Bale offered to allow this temporary deal if the party reallocated some lost souls to their rightful realms. The party succeeded in a very interesting way, and Nox was agreed to join the cause. I don't want to repeat what you guys did to get the goblins back to where they belong. The party was sent back to the mortal realm, where they found themselves back in the tavern they were already previously in before going to hell. As they leave to meet up with Fizzban, the party notices a knight with a Garlic-shaped helmet trapped in a well. He falls asleep the moment they try and help him out. Once they give up, they find an open carriage that transports them back to Grug and Fizzban, where Fizzban gives them an airship that takes them wherever they will it to go. After the party reach the mountainside city of Fairwater, they quickly make their way to Rudevir's office, where he refuses to help, but had a moment to embrace his old friend Grug. Rudy appears to be incredibly overworked and sort of to the point of pure selfishness at this point. He only toils away while he waits for the return of his unnamed son, who is also heir to the city. We left off last time with our party left standing outside the castle in Fairwater just as Rudy has returned to his office to work, now facing the downhill slope leading to the entertainment and trade districts, where they have the remainder of the day to do as they wish. So, Dead, if you're here, which I see you typing in chat, yep. What would you like to do, all of you? You have absolute free roam of the entire city.
While we're in the area,
Indeed.
Saturn might return home for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey.
Yep, so that
How's
is
it going?
all the way to the bottom of the mountainside, where the residential area would be. So you've got entertainment district right in front of you. A little bit further down is the trade center, and then even further down at the bottom of that path is the residential area.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, yes, that way.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Anyone else? What would you like to do?
From memory, aren't I in like a bread-induced coma in a bakery?
No. Yes, you are actually. Yeah, you made your way to the trade district already. Where essentially the owners mistook you for just a regular, cute little raccoon, and they just kept feeding you whenever you looked hungry and you passed out.
Just let me know when it's nighttime and they kick me out, and I'll let you know what I'm doing.
It's like early afternoon at this point, so you're fine. Anyone else? Would you like to investigate anywhere in particular? This is complete free roam at the moment. I'm not like gonna push you to the story at all.
Does Fairwater have a particular trade specialty?
No. They essentially, you can imagine they would be mostly stocked on like theatrical equipment, costumes, that sort of thing, but they also have just a general purpose trade center, almost like a mall, if you will.
I'll
Mhm.
go to the mall.
Wonderful. It's
But
it's essentially just a road with terraced buildings either side of it, leading down the mountain path. You can imagine import and export is really difficult with the steepness of this hill.
Right, I'll let other people do stuff first.
Yeah, I'm
before
trying
I-
to like sort of keep track of where each person is going. So we've got Sutton visiting home, Salem shopping,
Mhm.
Ricky passed the fuck out in a bakery, which is the trade district. So there's a chance that Salem will run into Ricky at some point. And everyone else, where are you headed?
Did you say there was an entertainment district below as well?
Yeah, it's literally within Eyeline. You are stood next to a giant theater building, and there's even though it would be off season, there are still some like taverns and brothels and the like open.
Okay. I would like to go and earn some coin playing music.
Wonderful. As you are a half elf and a bard, you definitely fit within the tavern. They may even recognize you. You quite happily can set up wherever you want and play music. If you would give me a performance check for that one, that will deem how much you win.
You. $17 plus the 7, I got 24.
24, nice. Yeah, you play familiar songs to everyone. You know, it's the kind of stuff you would have learned growing up. Everyone recognizes, sings along, has a very merry time. Even though it's the middle of the afternoon, everyone's already wasted. It's very typical of the entertainment district off season. Everyone who usually would be working the entertainment thing, they'd sort of getting merry and spending their annual savings on just getting fucked up, essentially. So you just started a party in a tavern. You
Fuck yeah.
earn 100 gold.
Fuck yeah!
Damn.
To thine window, to thine wall. Till thine perspiration drippeth down thy gonads.
That might cause a copyright claim.
Yeah. The copyright police of Fairwater arrest you. Nah, you're having an absolute fucking ball of a time. Fabienne, is there anything you would like to do?
How close is like the water's edge? Like,
At the bottom of the mountain that you're at the top of.
oh, I think I would go and see how fair the water is.
The edge of the beach is a literal monsoon. You cannot enter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I will go to a near cliff lookout point and admire the view.
The monsoon.
Yes.
So you're just staring at the monsoon that destroyed the homes of the Warder Genasi before they moved into Fairwater.
Yeah.
You just feel
I haven't
satisfied and
seen
happy
this
you had.
before.
Yeah, Saturn is staring you down like
I'm
this is
paying my
entertainment
respect.
to you.
Pay respect.
Okay.
You like this
so
shit, huh?
I'm gonna place you sort of at the edge of the residential area, as that
I'll
is the
see me going
closest you
home.
could get. So yeah, the two of you would have walked down together. I assume you may have spoken of, the reason you were all here is because the monsoon destroyed your old home, Saturn. Maybe you and Fabian have got a bit of time to bond there.
Hell yeah. +1 friendship.
Fabienne will remember that.
We make
Right, so
daisy
that's
chain
everyone doing their
bracelets.
thing. I would like
Yeah.
Fabienne and Saturn to make perception rolls, please.
Oh. Uh-oh. What did you do with my family?
No, this is why you're just walking through the street. You're in the residential area.
They're all in cages. You've never noticed this before. Ooh, 21.
No person
Aw.
exists.
They're all holograms.
I just got an
By
8.
the evil person. Yeah, I got 21.
Okay. You do not notice anything. It was a fail.
Huh?
At the
Well-
most, you get a slight breeze as if someone has just walked past you rather quickly, like they're on their way somewhere in a rush.
What was that?
It's like not even enough to alarm you. It's just something that is existent at this point,
Wow, a slight breeze when I'm walking outside. That's crazy.
right?
Wild.
Maybe I'm the one that walked really fast. You never know.
Someone broke wind.
You just smell fate farts.
Right. So Saturn, obviously you're headed home. I will start with you.
Yippee.
Yeah, you both
Okay.
literally just Skyrim and PC that one. Just must have been the wind.
Yeah.
So yeah, Saturn, describe what you see when you enter your home and perhaps see your parents for the first time since leaving several months ago.
Okay, it's only been a couple months, right?
Months to years. It depends on your personal
Okay.
choice for backstory.
I was thinking it's been about 2 years, so it's not been overly long, but it's been only 2 years-ish.
For the kind of
with
upbringing you
them-
had, that is probably enough
Mhm.
that your parents will be so delighted to see you still alive that they're going to be in tears when you walk in. They're going to just break down and embrace you.
The babies.
That's if they're
He's a grown
home
adult.
and not working right now. As Genasi are the
yeah.
most employed people of this area, there's a chance that they won't be home.
I was gonna say they're most likely working because they were hard workers, but
Mhm.
I think even her siblings would probably be working.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't we say that they work to help build the town again? So they're probably somewhere
Yeah,
construction.
essentially during the
construction.
50 years since last campaign, your family would have helped rebuild Fairwater to its more human and half-elven glory. So there's a lot of humans, half-elves that are native that reclaimed it from an elven asshole, I think is
Mhm.
where we landed, which
Crazy.
was Rudafir's father.
Yes,
Yes,
like father, like son at the moment.
exactly. And yeah, since the city was rebuilt on the mountainside, essentially your family would have been given opportunities to choose whatever jobs they wanted and just integrate. They were very welcomed
Mm.
by the humans as they had similar backgrounds for like their people, for like their heritage, and the two races would have blended together seamlessly.
Mhm. Okay. I'm gonna say that they're all working at the same place, except her mum would probably be at home.
Okay.
Wasn't it? Did her work and kind of just
Yeah, so
doesn't
as
anymore.
Saturn is returning home for the first time in 2 years, your mother instantly clicks onto the fact that no one should be home right now, runs to the front of the house, which is a nice house as well. It's nothing like campaign 1 when it was all like slum tents and essentially looked like
Yeah.
a homeless area.
Mhm.
Yeah, she breaks down in tears, just holds onto you, makes sure that you're doing well, that you're eating right. You know, mum stuff.
Mama. Yeah. I'm gonna ask about how things have been the last 2 years, like in the town and everything.
She goes on to mostly ignore the question while she stuffs food into your face, but then ultimately catches you up on, your siblings are doing well, they've got like promotions and all sorts in line. Your father is
love
very
it.
busy.
Yes.
They
she's
even talk about the fact that Rudivia's son is still missing and asks if you heard anything on your travels about where he could possibly be.
I
Um,
wonder.
No idea. Never seen
No
one
idea.
before in my life.
Yeah, no idea. You actually haven't, as far as you know. You've never seen posters or anything because you spent most of your time at home growing up due to illness.
Yes, but then
You
we got given
absolutely have no idea
photo.
what you would have been looking for during the past 2 years.
Yeah, but we got a photo last time because then Saturn slowly turned to the person in disguise.
Yeah, you were given a drawing of what appeared to look exactly like Taliesin.
Yeah, because I remember being like, just looks him dead in the eyes and goes, "No, we've never seen that guy before." She would probably ask the question again about the area and how things have been.
Yeah, she sort of takes a moment, still fussing over you, but eventually does answer straight that business is great. Everyone who's native is doing really well. The little export and import that you do have is growing as time goes on.
Oh my god.
Fairwater has, in essence, been deemed the richest area of the realm, as it's the only place
wow.
that has flourished without magic due to the Water Genasi's help. The Water Genasi are now seen as realm-wide heroes.
Oh, okay. That's really cool.
Yes.
I don't know what else to add. Yeah. I don't know. Should probably ask where her siblings are.
They have
whatever
the
they're
same
working on.
jobs that you would know them to be at, which out of character I will say is wherever you wish them to work, as they were
Oh,
given
okay.
free choice after helping rebuild. Yeah,
That makes sense.
they are just flourishing. They are doing really well in life.
Yay. Good for them. I will ask my mum if she has any traveling supplies that I could possibly take off her hands.
She will like put together a hamper of food, and you see a few odd like bottles inside, and you can take 2 minor healing potions.
Oh, nice. Cool.
As we
Minor
don't
healing.
count food in this campaign, I'm just gonna say that's part of a hamper that you have sorted
Mhm.
through. Yeah.
Cool.
She packs like spare, like thick clothes as it is like coming up to the cold season now.
Love it. Love my family. Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Even though I'm pretty sure Water Genasi have cold resistance.
Yeah, but
Oh, well.
that's just how like babied
That's how mother-
Saturn would be due to growing up so
Yeah.
ill, and
That's a
essentially
family thing,
I'm
isn't it?
picturing it like an autoimmune thing that you very inexplicably at the time recovered from, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
And when I say inexplicably, I mean I have not written it into the story yet.
It's okay. Even I was like, I'll just brush over because I don't actually know
We'll
what she
figure it
would
out.
Yeah, she had something. Okay.
Tune in next time on Quad Maverick Ball Z to find out.
Would Saturn's little tent still be up, or would that have been destroyed since it was a bad place? I don't know.
Pretty much anything is preserved.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would go visit my little growing up tent.
Wonderful. It's exactly how you left it, but anything that would have been like moved or removed has been replaced by
Yes.
only you can imagine to be your siblings and parents.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. I had things locked and loaded last time, and then I've forgotten everything. Yeah, I think that might just be it done. Just like says bye to
So,
Mama.
yeah.
Nice.
Just gonna head back into the actual city
Yeah,
then,
I'll
is it?
probably go to the mall. I want to spend some
Okie dokie.
coinage.
I don't know how much gold each of you has individually, by the way. That's the one thing I think I didn't clear with anyone that I should have. Because this
I have
was
15.
planned from the beginning. I imagine anyone from Fairwater has at least 100 gold already.
Oh, bet. Cool, thank you.
As it is a better off area. Fabienne, I imagine, wouldn't have any money at all. Because you were literally cast out from the Celestial Plane before meeting the party.
Yeah, I'm just broke.
Maybe Francois would have conjured up some riches for you. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Everyone else, you work normal, honest lives, and that's the sort of basis to go off. I imagine somewhere between 20 to 50 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one member of the party is much richer than the rest of you.
Who
It
is
is
it?
predetermined. We'll put it this way: one of you is a performing bad who can make 100 gold on a performance check. Also, thanks for reminding me in DM's crypto.
You're welcome.
Right. Next on my list would be Talzin. As you already made the check, you are already in full swing in this party. Would you like to describe
fucking
anything
moving.
else you would like to get up to in this tavern, which has a brothel like back? Because you're a bad, and I have to give you a brothel, right? That's the way it runs.
You do have to give me a brothel. I'm assuming that I, along with my crowd, am slightly sourced at this point.
Yeah. You're getting handed ale after ale, wine after wine.
Okay,
Steady
I will
flow.
follow the first woman that has any intention of trying to lead me away from said loot.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to roll just a straight charisma check
I'm in
to see
danger.
whether you're simply entertaining or attracting the local wildlife.
Okay, so simple charisma check. Here we
Yeah.
go. 24. 19 plus 5.
24. You absolutely, yeah. You've got free pick. You've got all sorts of shapes and sizes. There's humans, half elves, water genasi, and the occasional halfling, actually, which is odd. You're not used to seeing
One of
halflings around
each.
here. One of each, perfect.
Don't wait up, gang. I'll catch you later.
Never gonna
The
look at
party
you the
absolutely is not in earshot. None of the people at the tavern know who you're talking to. They assume.
I'm saying it, assuming that everyone's here and I can't see that they're not.
He's lost in
Remember,
us.
I am sourced.
As you place the loot down and just sort of like 4 people either side of you, you start walking to the back rooms. You give a knowing wink to the bartender, and you just disappear for about 3.5 minutes.
That's generous. Thank you very much.
If you want to know an exact amount of time, you can give me a dexterity check. Maybe
He was speaking
Constitution.
speaking of sad puppies while he was.
Think about sports. Think about sports. Think about sports. I came. Fuck.
Am I rolling for like reach or dexterity?
Reach. It's a straight up dexterity. Yeah.
Roll for how creepy the
Oh no! 7.
7 minutes in heaven. Let's go.
Oh my god, that's like 6 times longer than my record.
I think that's 7 seconds with each person that you have picked up, and a few minutes in between to cry.
That's okay.
Nah, even though it's short-lived, you have committed the perfect amount of foreplay using your loot. And the cunning use of alcohol also has prepared them for a very, very passionate and yet short moment as the 5 of you all have a wonderful, wonderful time. Now, could you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Jesus fucking Christ. Also, it wasn't quick, it was efficient. There's a difference.
I believe
Are you
you.
rolling for STDs right now? What is going on?
I was gonna say,
Yes.
I am now
Oh my
worried
God.
as
Yes, you
worried
are.
as hell. Oh no.
He walked out of the room and just a group of regular crabs follow him out.
It's just a crab like
Um,
on his shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my
Guys,
god,
I think I got crabs.
and I got to speak with animals. This is gonna be great. I rolled a 10.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
A 10. Okay, no, that's enough. I was gonna say an 8 or lower would have resulted in something life changing, but no, you don't even get an itch. You just feel
Yes!
satisfied. Would you like to return to the
Victory!
merriment, or would you like to cozy on up?
This is an all-nighter, my guy. I am going back to that stool I was previously stood on, and it is
Okay.
time to do
I
a
have
fucking
one-
encore.
I have one last check for you to make.
I'm in danger again.
It's a perception check.
Ooh. Okie dokie. $22.
Okie dokie. You notice absolutely nothing,
Interesting.
but you've got this weird fear, almost like you're being watched.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all you notice. You feel eyes in the back of your head. You know, that kind of feeling walking down a dark street at night, but you're wasted in a tavern, just had the best 7 minutes of your life. And the merriment continues.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. I'm going to assume Taliesin would just shake it off, down some ale, and crack on.
Shake it off. Ignore the fact that you feel like you're being watched and carry on.
He kind of likes it.
An audience. Yeah, you feel like you have an audience. That's it.
Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fabienne.
Me.
Yes. What is it you are
Me?
up to?
I probably went back up to the town with Saturn because I think it'd be weird to just be like outside the house.
Okay, so you've headed back towards the trade district as well then.
Yeah, gonna go shopping.
Well, that makes 3, so we might as well all 3 of you at the same time. Starting with Salem, is there anything in particular you're looking out for?
Trades goods, really?
There's
Any shops
definitely
open for that?
there's definitely a wide range. This being considered the richest city in the realm at the moment, if it exists, it's here. So you do in fact see exactly what you're looking for. A store that you imagine would have exactly what you need. If you choose to enter, there is a human male at the counter waiting for your questions.
I enter the store, give a friendly wave, and just kind of begin asking about the prices for common trade goods that I can, and like within my price range of give or take 40, 50 gold.
The person just asks if there's anything in a bit more specifically that you would need, and sort of looks around. You can see this is a very large store. There's a lot of options. It would take forever to list off everything that they can supply to you. Being that the city is so well off as well, you imagine they don't need to charge a lot for all of this stuff. You imagine one or two things you could definitely comfortably afford.
Maybe you said there's a lot of people getting hurt because magic is because people are not used to magic.
The human replies just simply, well, we don't really use magic here anymore. The Water Genasi have supplied everything we need. We have no need for such arcane historic things. We're selling this stuff to get rid of it, if anything.
Because we've gone to hell and I've seen just how many people are dying over the fact that no one knows how to handle magic. I'm gonna buy the material. I'm gonna buy pretty much common aid materials such as food and wood and that type of stuff. As much as I can buy, pretty much.
Yeah, they have a few like tools and wood and that sort of thing. They wouldn't sell food in this exact store, but they do sort of put together like a first aid kit, if you will. A very large one that you can carry around with you on your person. That will give you an advantage to medicine checks if you choose to use it. I will give you 5 uses, and that will cost you 5 gold.
Gotcha.
I don't know how you're using wood for medicine checks, but you just are.
Yeah, that's.
I'm thinking like bandages and that sort of thing as well. You know.
Obviously, splints. It's
True. Yes. Thank you.
Can
if someone breaks a leg, you know, you can just splint it for them.
Is there any kind of check I could make to know what's a common commodity that's priced high in most places I've been to? Okay, is that just something I'd know?
Something you would have experience with, being that you are assumed to be a party traveling for supplies for your respective towns and homes, is varied nutrition. There's always dirty water in places, so like clean water is tough to come by. So Fairwater would have an unlimited supply of that. They have control of a realm of water. So that is the one thing that would stick with you here.
How much water can I buy for like 40 gold?
The human gestures towards a Water Genasi that's just stocking shelves and that sort of thing, and they go, buckets are a silver piece each.
Do you have something like barrels which I can buy to transport it in? Like solid tight barrels so they don't collapse during transport?
The only place I believe that would have something of the sort is the tavern just at the top there, the really rowdy one that has grown in volume since you arrived, weirdly enough.
I have my...
They're old wine barrels. They tend to just wash them out and reuse them. They might be willing to part with them for a small amount of coin.
I have my guesses as to why it's much louder. I will possibly return later. Thank you for your time. And I go to the tavern.
Yes. Before we head back to the tavern with you, the other two who are also in the trade district, just to keep time relevant, because otherwise I'm going to have to go back and forth and we're going to get lost. So Fabienne and Saturn, what sort of stores would you look for?
Fabienne can go first.
Is there anywhere with maybe some healing potions?
Healing potions, yeah, there's an apothecary. There's also food places open that also you could stockpile on food that in our campaign is just a healing potion, essentially, just flavored differently. So yeah,
Oh,
food
okay.
places or apothecaries, any potion sellers and that sort of thing, they're all available.
Okay, I think I will just go and seek out some potions with the very little coin that I have.
Yep, Francois is in tow, sort of sensing a sort of anxiety from you. You don't have much coin, and Francois and you both know that things are expensive in the mortal realm. They don't have the pleasure of immortality while at home. Whereas when you're in the celestial plane, you had no worries, so you didn't need potions. You do find an apothecary very easily as you make your way inside. There is just a single water genasi, just swirling water within a vial that appears to be letting off a lot of steam, and you can't see any flame or anything to fuel this. You imagine it is using its connection with the realm of water to actually boil this water, like it's making a potion using its own magic. Doesn't
Whoa.
even seem to notice you walk in, even though you are a towering beast compared to the genasi, who is only about 5'5".
I think just before we go in, I just say to Francois, are you able to cover the bill?
Somehow in French, but you hear this in common because I cannot be bothered to translate it. You hear, what do I look like, a piggy bank?
Yes, you do.
And reluctantly, he places one trotter on your hand, and as he lifts it, there's a glow, and several coins that you do not recognize appear in your hand.
What
They
is
are
this?
a sort of dull gold, like bronzy sort of color.
Okay, right, I'm gonna go in and greet the shopkeeper. Just gonna hold up my hand and say, how many healing potions can I get with whatever this is? Drop it on the desk.
The genasi looks overwhelmed by the sheer size of you and the coins you have just dropped, and sort of looks at them and they're real.
Yeah, yeah.
Francois is like inches away from your face, staring at you with a big goofy smile on his face, just like, I did good. And yeah, she picks them up and she says, choose whatever it is you want, and hands you a large burlap sack.
Oh no. We're robbing the joint. No.
You can fit maybe 10 potions in there.
Ooh. Wait, do they have like different types of
Yeah,
potions?
there's healing, invisibility, there's speech potions, there's for example, like talk to animals, that sort of thing. There's one that just says tongues on it. There's no. Okay.
I don't want that.
I mean, tongues is a spell that lets you speak any language.
Sounds nasty.
Fair enough. Francois looks at you disappointed.
What? And I think I would just get a couple of assorted health potions, maybe a speak with animals.
Okay, so there's currently 5 available minor healing potions. There's 2 speak with animals, 1 speak with plants,
Ooh, yeah, I want that.
and the tongues ones as well. In the speech ones, there is like strength potions, dexterity, that sort of thing. You can take your pick. You get 10 potions altogether is what you can fit.
Ooh. Okay. I think I will take like 5 healing potions. To speak with animals.
Mm-hmm.
Speak with plants.
Yep.
God damn it, should I take a tongues one?
Francois picks up the tongues one and puts it in the sack.
Okay, we do this one.
A metagame in this one. I don't care.
Wait, do you say they sell food in this one as well, or is that somewhere
There's no
else?
food in this one, but food in our campaign would heal you if
Okay.
if you specifically held
Oh.
on to bread, for example.
Do they have any speak with dead?
Just ask Dead. You don't need a potion to speak to him.
Uh-huh.
No, they absolutely do. Yeah, there's 2.
Okay, I'll take those 2. That might come in handy. Okay, I have taken what I need.
Wonderful. The shopkeeper just smiles and looks down, counting out these coins, looking at them, sort of running the finger along runes that are on the sides of the coins. And I didn't think these were real. Oh my god. And Francois looks very impressed with himself. He's sort of just floating in place, folding his arms.
Okay, I'm gonna thank them and leave, and then when we're out of earshot, I'm gonna ask Francois what that was, what they were.
Francois lets out a chuckle, flies into the bag, the burlap sack that you were filled with potions. You hear a cork pop, a glug, and then comes out and starts speaking actual common to you. I'm not just being lazy this time.
Oh no.
Francois has drank the potion of tongues. It lasts the entire day.
Oh my god.
Francois can now speak every language. It is leprechaun gold. It will disappear in 5 minutes.
Francois! We better go.
Oui, let's go. And just like lands on your shoulder, incredibly light. It's like he's actually still like willing himself to float, but it's just for comfort, just resting his ass on your shoulder.
Okay, we're gonna go. Probably to the tavern.
Indeed. Right, so Saturn.
Yes, I'm going to see. I'm guessing there's a weapons shop. Like
Yeah, there's a blacksmith.
adventurers. Yeah. I'm gonna go there.
Okie dokie. It is an open one. Just for you personally, you may remember the way I laid out the one in Melistinas in the previous campaign, where it's like the outside
Yes.
forge. There's no imp this time, unfortunately. You don't get Bonk 2.0.
Damn it.
But no, the dwarf
Could've been
working it
Conk.
seems pretty happy and working away himself, not with an unpaid workforce. Could you roll perception for me as the dwarf greets you with a big toothy grin and just, hello, how may I help you?
A perception that was, yes.
Yes.
Okay. That was nearly a net 20, 10.
10. That's enough to notice that there is an unusual looking purple and blue sack on a shelf behind the dwarf that catches your eye.
I'm gonna be like, what's that?
Oh, it's
Can it be mine?
meant to be a bag of holding, but, you know, magic coming and going, I don't know how useful it's going to be.
How much are you charging for it since magic isn't a thing right now? Right?
You buy a weapon for 50 gold, and I'll give it to you for free.
Cool. Where's your 50 gold range?
What would you like? I am a smith.
I would like. I need something that isn't too. I want something. Should I say magical? I don't know. Do
You
you
get
have
the
any-
impression that this dwarf cannot make magic weaponry, as he seems
Yeah, I just-
completely undecided on whether magic is good or not.
Right. But does he seem to have anything that would, I don't know, be magic even if he didn't make it? Or is everything made by him here?
Everything is handmade here by him with regular
Okay.
steel.
Right, okay. I'm thinking maybe a rapier? A
He
cool
can
rapier?
indeed. He can make a rapier.
Yeah. For 50 gold, yeah.
Indeed. What
Yes.
what class of weapon do you have at the moment?
I literally only have a melee weapon. Like
Okay.
a dagger, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. If there's a rapier that is of green common rarity, you can take that and add it to your sheet.
Okay. Green.
Indeed.
Wow.
Green is uncommon.
That's the way, yeah. Grey is common, my bad.
Okay. Rapier. So you're okay with green ones?
Yes, yes.
Okay. There's just a rapier with a +1. There is a rapier of warning, a rapier of vengeance, and a hellfire rapier.
You may choose, as long as it's not directly affected by magic.
No, I'm pretty sure none of these are. It's just like, oh, this one's made of infernal iron. The hellfire one's
I'll allow
made
you
of
to use that.
infernal iron.
Yeah. As
Hell yeah.
Fairwater, as discussed in the previous campaign, does actually have an import of infernal iron. It's what the gate around Rudy's castle is made of.
I can't have the rapier +1 because that's apparently a magic weapon. Which is weird.
Yeah, it's
I
probably
literally-
magically infused to give it the +1. But that's yeah, you can have the infernal
Yeah.
one, that's fine.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, I'll take that and the bag of holding.
Right. He asks you to return just before closing time in the evening, which you can imagine is within the next 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah, sounds good. Can I take the bag of holding now or after we?
Yeah, he just hands it to you, as if
Oh,
you hand him
cool.
the gold, that is.
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that is a done deal.
Okay,
He will now make
gold.
you a rapier.
Yippee.
Wonderful.
Gold. Okay, so now I have a bag of holding. Bag. Hold. Okay. Can I just dump everything I have into it?
Mm-hmm.
Yippee. Okay,
It is yours.
cool.
You may.
That is me done.
Wonderful. Is this where everyone who is awake is going to head up to the tavern?
Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, as you're all heading up towards the tavern, Ricky, you are rudely awakened by incredibly loud chanting just outside on the streets.
I'm gonna like stare and just be like,
The actual baker of the building sort of picks you up, holds you like a baby, and just walks out. What's all that racket then? Let's see. While like sort of bottle feeding you, but it's literally just holding a piece of bread at your face. Like a small baguette.
I'm gonna be munching it.
Yep. Nuzzling on that baguette. You out of the corner of your eye, and you definitely hear the voice of Talzin, who is currently hosting a party so large in this tavern that they've had to move outside. They cannot house everyone who is currently there. And the rest of the party, you also are walking up to witness this very same thing. You are all now within the same area. Have fun. Talzin is playing such hits as the Tetris theme. And Tree Poloski of the of Another World. You wouldn't understand that place. But no, everyone seems incredibly merry. They're all clapping along to the music. They're all chanting the lyrics alongside Talzin, as everyone is just bearing witness to this. What would you all like to do as this is happening in front of you?
Leave.
Like- Completely ignore this entire festive party, and just walk inside and see if I can find some kind of bartender in the racket.
Yes, you can indeed. The bartender is at the bar, sort of pouring drinks as quickly as they possibly can. They're even asking people in the crowd how sober they are so they can come and work for them as well. Just to keep up with the demand.
I walk up and just go, look, I'll work for you for 4 hours if you can just give me a few cleaned wine barrels.
The bartender, who is a human female, just looks down at this singular tap that is remaining on the bar and says, "We've run out. He's drank us dry."
Perfect. I want empty ones.
Okay, so barrels. How many do you need?
Let's say 6, maybe 7.
6.
Consider.
A gold piece each should cut it. 6 gold pieces. What are you going to use them for?
Transporting water. Just during travels, because this is pretty much the only place you can get decent water in a very long radius.
Oh, these are going to be heavy. Do you have the correct form of travel to achieve this? It looks kind of skeptical, as if you're actually going to just beat people up or use it to travel with bodies or something.
Well, it'll be a hassle to get it to my mode of travel, but I think my mode of travel can handle it.
Oh, well, if you can handle it, the empty barrels will be easy enough to put on a mode of travel, and then we can fill them up before you leave.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Wonderful. Free of charge, if they're a charitable cause.
I'll take 4 of them for free of charge, and the other ones I'll pay for then.
No, that's 2 gold then. You're very kind. Thank you very much. Accepts the money and arranges for one of the innkeepers of the tavern to sort of follow you out the front with these 6 barrels, all stacked. Stacked high as a very large human carrying them. And they sort of... So, where's the transport?
You're not gonna like this, man. It's pretty much all the way up the hill.
Okay, so the tavern is actually right next to the ship, funnily enough. It's probably about 20 to 30 feet away at the moment.
I point to the ship in that case.
It just, like, mouth drops and he's like, is that flying?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's... I don't...
Before you even finish the sentence, he's just walking towards it like, okay. And he's just, like, placing these wooden barrels on the deck of the ship. As he's placing them, they... Oh, yeah, Krug is still on the ship, yeah. He thanks you as he hands them off to you. As you put them down on the ship, they automatically start filling up with water. As he has willed it to happen. And the ship gives you anything you need or will for within reason. Clean water in barrels could have been something you could have asked for from the start.
And you have a water genocide, hello?
Yep, you do indeed.
Yeah, but I didn't have barrels. Water is a commodity. I want to sell this shit, and your character is not cruel enough to sell water to people who need it.
You're right, you're right.
Amazing.
All right, that'll be me done, and I look mildly distastefully at the party, and I just at the party that's happening, and I just stay on the ship.
Okie dokie.
So you said you were going to work.
Yeah, if they
didn't need the work, they ran out of alcohol. The tavern has been drank dry by this merry get-together.
Can we take items off the ship?
Can you what, sorry?
Can we take items that appear off the ship?
Yeah, you can.
Oh my! I'm gonna will the ship to empty a few of the barrels, and I'm gonna start selling alcohol to the partygoers.
You fucking genius! Yeah, the water that has filled the barrels turns a deeper, thicker red as you will this to be, and you now have 4 barrels of hellfire wine.
You've literally just turned water into wine. You are Jesus.
Oh my God.
The last time this happened, many wars were started.
Well, yeah, I need to fuel the rest of the campaign.
Should make a religion out of this.
You are literally going to make a living out of it.
Okay, I just kind of get it as loud as possible. Let's see. Does that help? Yeah, I use prestidigitation to like make some fireworks to drag attention. I just yell, "The bar is out of drink, but you can get one tankard of hellfire wine here for 50 copper."
Everyone immediately leaves the festivities to form what is essentially a riot leading towards the board plank of the ship, but none of them can physically pass through it.
I roll the barrels to the bottom and keep the barrels behind the barrier. They can't pass, so they can't steal.
Perfect.
And I just start selling it as much as possible.
Grug actually helps you do this, and he's just really happily, like, every now and again taking a sip of one and then handing a tankard, taking however much, like, coin he's given, and then just putting it in a little sack, and then, like, putting it on one of the barrels that is now sealed.
One for me, one for you. One for me, one for you.
Grug is absolutely not giving anyone change because he can't count.
Correct.
Oh my God.
No one is sober enough to notice.
I guess that'll be my activity for the night.
There we go. You earn
Statins to help
500
as well.
gold doing this, as the barrels refill every time they go empty, as they are technically still aboard the ship, as they are on the plank.
Thank you very much. This was a great start to my mercantile life. Look, I see an opportunity, I take it. I'll let the others do stuff now.
That was very like, okay, peasants, you may continue.
Sorry, my bad. That's not.
You're allowing us to do stuff. Thanks.
That's not how I meant it. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna move straight onto Talzin real quick. As everyone does leave from around you, and you're just merrily still playing, barely noticing anything, I would like a perception check, please.
I get about
With disadvantage.
With
was gonna
So
say,
roll
no,
twice, give me the lowest.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Okay, first one was 12.
Okie dokie.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. And then 17, so lowest one was 12.
Okay. You notice nothing, except for the fact that people are now leaving to go get more drink and then reappearing one by one with tankards full of fire wine. You realize you are
Hey!
out of alcohol.
We doing shots?
Several people hand you tankard after tankard to just keep fueling you as if this is the only thing that's going to keep you going.
Fuck yeah. Stacy's matron doth have it happening.
It doth be going on. Going on.
She is all I've desired. And I have desired a mighty long time.
The crowd haven't heard this one. They are chanting to the beat, just a sort of, hey, 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 like, kill it, get it, let's go. And they're like clapping and dancing.
Get it.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
Oh, he's eating. One of them's just breakdancing.
Oh, he be feasting.
You do be feasting, though. Salem, can I also get a perception from you as well, please?
Oh yeah, I was wondering if my character just wasn't going to interact with this mysterious person. Yeah, I got a 20.
Okay, a 20.
Not
You
that
overhear some of the humans and halflings, the halflings who wouldn't usually be here, and they're talking about a world famous shrimp hut further down the mountainside, which you would have walked past going to and from the utility store that you were at. And they're talking about how there's going to be some sort of contest later that night. And that's all you make out.
Do I hear how much later?
They suggest that it would be in the evening once all the stores close.
You said shrimp hut.
Shrimp, as in prawns, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I can't wait to go to the shrimp hut contest.
There we go. You also overhear that one of those halflings is going to check out the local library as they seem to have scrolls for real cheap.
Mm.
And they're excited to spend all of this silver.
I give a look to Saturn when I hear scrolls, because Saturn's a wizard, so I'm just like waving to them, motioning to what's being said.
Yeesh. You may do with the
Does Sutton have
information what
any
you
idea?
will. I imagine all of you are actually within earshot of this. If you've given the nod to Saturn, then maybe everyone else is catching on to something might be going on in the vicinity. So they're probably going to overhear anything you talk about.
Shrimp eating contest.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah,
shrimps?
there is a shrimp eating. I was
What are
referring to the scrolls, but if you want to go to the shrimp eating contest, we can do that.
I love shrimp.
Good to know.
Saturn, being from Fairwater, is going to know that there is indeed a library, and the shrimp hut is probably new. You don't know it. But
Okay, so
you
it's come up
also
in the
would
last
have
2
walked
years.
past it, so you would recognize the area and know how to get there.
Okay. Can I just tell them that?
Yeah, you can portray all the information you wish.
I know where it is. I know how to get there. Do you want to go now or what?
Maybe once the people start dying down, I'm making some good money.
You can make a bank.
I am making money.
Yeah,
I'm
500 gold
concept of
is
a
a
bank
set
right
amount,
now.
by the way, no matter how long you stay here.
Yeah, but for the like role play, I'm
Yeah,
not leaving an hour.
Okay, so like 2-3 hours pass by. Talzin is still just
Yeah.
playing away. You know, you're making a killing selling all these tankards of wine. The tankards, once emptied, as they are summoned by the ship itself as well, do disappear once they've lost their usefulness. And as people start to then go towards like some of the more like food-based stores to get their kebabs on their way home, you know, as this is basically Britain. The barrels are also going to start to lose the amount of wine that's in them, as there is no longer a need for it, and everything starts to die down. Talzin is wasted. You've probably drunk enough alcohol to clarify the fact that maybe 20 nat 20 constitution saving throws would just about be enough to not give you a hangover the next day. But ultimately,
Did Taliesin overhear the shrimp?
Yeah, you could have, definitely. You were wasted,
Okay.
so, you know, you don't know what the words mean, but they were words. They were definitely words. And you've been reminded that shrimp might mean food, and you are wasted, drunk, hungry. You may want
White girl
to
wasted
partake.
Taliesin.
Yep.
There we go, shrimp.
I want a shrimp cocktail.
I love shrimp. Let's get some shrimp.
He says, falling off the stool he is stood on, which has been his stage for the past 2 to 3 hours. Picks himself up off the gravelled ground. It's sort of like cobble and gravel mixed in. very rough. You do not take damage, but imagine you have like a few scrapes and bruises now.
Sweet.
Yes.
Chicks love scars.
He says while half getting up. Just sort of sat with his loot, like, dangling from him. You still have your disguise on, by the way?
It wasn't spoken about, so there could be a very badly placed fake mustache still there.
Okay,
as it was
actually the spell disguise self that you're capable of using, I will say the drunker you got, the more it seemed to melt. Like you were losing concentration on the spell, and it is essentially now just thin, long hairs that have melted together to form just like a Fu Manchu, essentially.
I will step away from any sort of role play in that area. I'm going to take a safety check today.
You still have your same voice.
Yeah. There will be no impersonation.
Slurring through the use of alcohol, you know.
This is right.
All of you are within earshot. You can answer as you will.
We are ignoring him.
He's no longer the life of the party. He's just a hungry bitch.
I'm hungry. Shut up.
No carriage will take me in case I spew. ye old Uber has said no.
Goddamn.
Did the baker take me back inside?
No, they
He's
got
still
wasted and
holding-
left you on the floor.
Oh, then I think I would have found like the most soundproof place and just gone there.
Mm-hmm. So the quietest place in the whole city at the moment is a library, which there is one halfling speaking to the clerk. And then sort of at the back of this library, which is a very square room, there's scrolls lining all the walls. There's hundreds upon hundreds. And there's a few like baskets dotted around with gold clasp scrolls as well. And you imagine the furthest corner is going to be the quietest place.
Yes, find me the quietest place where I can't hear Alfin screeching. But if there are baskets there, are the scrolls showing or are they shut?
You cannot open any of the scrolls.
I don't want
They're
to
like-
open a scroll, but
They're
if there
like
was,
clasped,
if there was
locked. Yeah.
if there was a basket, I think Ricky would have been thinking bread and trying to get into them.
You can absolutely fit in a basket with the scrolls and use them as sort of like a nest.
Oh, I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky is sleepy boy today.
It really is.
Mhm.
He's just in a bread coma.
Ah,
The god of bread is satisfied. He will take his nap now. Right, everyone else. Where are you headed first?
I speak up and I silence. Do you know how late the library closes? Which is probably going to be an out of character question for you, Chrissy.
Yeah.
You imagine you've got about an hour or two. Which is
Okay.
also the deadline for Saturn to pick up the rapier. They're all in the
Yeah,
same
but-
district. So they're all within eye shot of each other. All the places that you could
So,
possibly go
I
here.
guess library, then
Yeah.
picking up your sword at Shrimp Place because they said that was a little later even. So
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
guess we're doing it in that order.
So the
I
library
think
first.
we
then,
should
right?
announce it to the rest. Yeah.
Wonderful. As you all make your way to the library, Talzin, you don't know you're in a library. You're looking for shrimp here.
Okay.
Ricky, you can hear Talzin very loudly looking for shrimp, asking if, like, walking up to like walls of scrolls and going, "Are you a shrimp?"
from my basket, I'm going to just start throwing scrolls at his face.
Fair enough. And the rest of you, the clerk is going to try and ignore what's going on here and just sort of welcome you in and ask how they can help.
Have
Yeah,
I
that's
overheard this?
Oh God. I just ask if we can peruse the scrolls to see what's in stock, pretty much.
Okay, so all of the scrolls are sealed. The clerk says they cannot be unsealed and cast without being burned up, is the way they announce it to you. And in order to activate the scrolls, you must perceive the information on them. So these scrolls, you do not know what they cast until you use them. The scrolls along the outside are considered lesser scrolls, and they are 1 gold each. And there's also boxes of... There's probably only about 20 of the clasped scrolls available, and you are told that they are 100 gold each.
I see. Is there any that stand out to me, or would I have to that I can roll for, maybe?
Essentially, they all look exactly the same. There's no demon factor that suggests they would be any different to the next that you look at. All the clasps are a gold and blue sort of mix, and all the more common ones would just be like grey tattered scrolls.
Okay. Then I'm gonna pay 100 coins to get one of the closed scrolls, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the
Would
clerk
I need
hands
to
it
roll
to
the
you,
d20?
and it would be a d20, yes.
I figure, let's
And the
see.
moment you read it out, you are casting it, by the way.
Oh, perfect. Let's see. D20.
That would kill, the whole party dies.
Nah, these are all good spells, but I would recommend not reading it right now.
All right. I'll save this roll.
Okay.
For the
Some of these are
record, it was a
very
natural
powerful
20.
spells. You what?
For the record, it was a natural 20.
Do you want to go with that? You can absolutely buy more.
Do I? What do you
Do
guys
you?
think?
It's a mystery.
Do it, do it, do it. I like
Yeah.
that stuff.
Do it.
Okay, yes,
Get
I
it
cast
done.
scroll.
Okay, so as you open this scroll, and you start to see these symbols that are formed on this ancient parchment, you get the impression that you can will something. You think of one thing, the thing you want the most in existence. It can be something that isn't real, and you can probably make it real and cast wish as you will.
Ooh.
It's just,
I wish to store this wish.
You
Mhm.
can
Later.
indeed.
I wish to store this wish for later.
Right, that is the wish used. You have just made a wish. I'm fucking with you.
No, I was like, I could have fucked up my wording there, yeah.
Yeah, technically, wishing to store the wish is using the wish, but it would grant you another because you are storing one.
Alright.
That's a hell of a catch-22.
I'll note it on my sheet that I have a stored wish.
You have a
for when-
single wish, yes.
out of curiosity, how much is this woman paying attention to Ricky?
You're getting side-eyed. Knows every move you're making.
I'm gonna start storing the expensive scrolls in my backpack and leave.
Roll stealth, I guess.
I have no
Sleight of
concept of
hand,
money.
even. Roll sleight of hand.
I'm just thinking about it for a bed.
They're just comfortable. These
I got a
metal
6.
clasps, they're really comfortable to lie on. You got a what, sir?
A 6.
A 6. As you're placing the first one in your backpack, she just grabs the top of it, pulls you up with it, picks you up, and then places you on the counter and says, no, they're for the people.
This man is so lucky that he looks like a raccoon.
Right.
Uh-huh.
He's
My
offended.
note's not coming through.
Starts trying to distract you by like scratching behind your ear and stuff.
It works.
Like, I like how you just no rolls are necessary. It fucking works. Right, so you are aware of the nature of the scrolls now. You may purchase as many as you wish or move on. It is up to you.
Am I aware of the scrolls?
You are slowly becoming aware of the scrolls, yes.
I will also buy a scroll of the good kind.
Okay, 100 gold.
Okay.
Are you going to store the scroll or are you going to open and read it now?
I am going to store it. Because
Wonderful.
shrimp.
Is this scroll made of shrimp?
It is not.
Do they have any scrolls about shrimp?
Can I
do
ask
not
if they have
know.
any scrolls about shrimp?
What is shrimp? Somebody.
The clerk is
Scroll
kind
of
of
shrimp.
confused. Like, I don't think there was ever any spells regarding shrimp. Are you thinking of the hut just a few doors down that are hosting the eating contest tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Allons-y.
Allons-y. I didn't know you spoke Celestial.
I was about to literally about to say, I was like, shit, did I just speak Celestial?
You may have
Francois
heard it
looking.
in passing from Francois. Francois currently does speak
Ah.
common as well, so Francois is going to go, my people. I knew there
By this
was
point,
something about
I'm
you.
already out the door.
Yeah, Francois is following you like, no, wait, come back. You
Hey,
lure me
bestie.
into a trap. You have bought a scroll, though, yes. Okay.
I will deduct that gold.
Yeah, in your inventory, if you know how to add custom items, you can add a D20 scroll.
Can I roll up to Talzin and like whisper in his ear, buy me one. They're comfy.
I mean, you can if you want to.
Buy me a whole bed. They're comfy.
Buy
A
me
whole bed of
1,000 scrolls. That's also you absolutely do hear this, even though your single track mind is thinking about food right now. You do hear a familiar voice in your ear. You're too drunk to feel that he has just climbed up you, so you think he's in your head.
God.
No, Ghost Ricky. We're getting shrimp.
No. Scroll bed.
Shrimp, Ricky. Ricky.
Scroll bed, shrimp.
All the passers-by who are like heading back home towards the residential area now with their Fairwater kebabs in hand, they're sort of looking at Talzin, who has a raccoon on his shoulder, and he's yelling directly ahead of him into the void. There is nothing in front of you. You just look crazy at this point. But they're all cheering you on still, recognizing who you are.
I'll whisper to him, I'll kill your hangover if you buy me a bed of scrolls.
I do not fear the hangover. We're getting shrimp.
I will make it worse.
Shrimp, Ricky. At this point, I'm just imagining Arthur from Red Dead when he's got like screaming for Lenny, but I'm just screaming Ricky.
Ricky!
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and just make this worst skunk smell just directly inside of Talzin's nostrils.
You do, in fact, smell the worst skunk smell in your nostrils.
That shrimp?
Is that shrimp?
Is that shrimp I can smell?
I can make it go away, Talzin. Just buy me squirrel bed.
Ricky! Make it stop, Ricky!
Scroll bed and it'll stop.
Have we? I imagine like I haven't actually managed to get anywhere close to the shrimp place yet. I'm just still stood outside the door.
I like to feel like I'm guiding you, like I'm
you've
pulling you here
taken-
like Ratatouille and turning you around.
You've taken about 20 steps in all different directions. So you've just essentially just taken 3 steps forward. You're still like practically within the doorway of the library. Which is not a library, by the way. It is literally just a store that sells scrolls. But it's called the library.
How much were the not expensive ones?
1 gold piece each. And there are hundreds of thousands of them. There's like the whole walls are just filled with them.
How big are the scrolls compared to Ricky?
You imagine 5 would be enough to make a mattress for him.
10. I want to double.
I will buy 10 scrolls.
Double.
There we go. That is 10 gold. And Ricky, you now have 10 D100 scrolls.
Okay, I'm gonna stop casting the druid craft so the smell goes away.
Thank you,
Okay.
Ghost Ricky.
He really is a benevolent god. Yeah, you can add those
so-
to your inventory, and Talzin, you can remove 10 gold from your inventory. Can Ricky and Talzin, as they then have been outside, roll me perception checks, please?
Yeah, okay.
Deception. I got a 22.
21.
Okie dokie. The two of you notice a very large cow walk past, wearing a cape.
Huh?
I want to follow it.
Follow the cow.
It seems to be side-eyeing you as it's walking past.
I want to cast Speak with Animals.
Mm-hmm.
Is a druid. Yeah, boy.
Would mine still be active because if it's still the same day?
Yeah. Speak with Animals would absolutely be active if it is something you have cast while you've been here. New session does not mean new day.
Yeah, I think it should still be.
How can you remember that you have that active after 2 weeks, man?
Because we haven't gone to sleep.
He hasn't slept in 2 weeks.
Make it end. Bread of God, God of bread. Make it end.
I can bonk you on the head if you want for you to sleep. I'm gonna
No,
be
I
like,
just sorry for paying attention to our campaign, Dungeon Master.
Right, so Ricky, you have cast Speak with Animals. Talazin, you already had it. What would you like to say to the cow?
where you going? Hello.
Exactly what animal are you speaking in? Are you trying to speak cow, by the way, specifically?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm saying it in raccoon initially because I just assume everyone speaks it.
No, the way I'm flavoring Speak with Animals in our campaign is that you are speaking a specific language that the spell gives you the knowledge of temporarily that every animal has. Like, every animal has their own, like, if a cow would speak cow, for example.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I would have cast it as cow because that's what he is.
Okay, it's
Know what it looks
it
like.
appears to be ignoring you. It doesn't reply to you. It just keeps walking, but it is still side-eyeing you as you approach.
I'm going to climb it. As
You're
I
gonna
assume.
climb
you
it?
mean. Yeah.
Okay, give me a perception. Just you.
Another one. I got 19.
A 19. Okay. You realize that under the cloak of this cow, it doesn't feel like a cow.
I'm gonna burrow into it.
You're gonna burrow into the cow?
We said it doesn't feel like a cow, so if
I
it
didn't
feels
say
like
what it
cloth,
does feel like. It does feel like skin, muscle, that sort of thing, but it doesn't feel like the exact shape of a cow under this cloak that is like it's essentially walking on all fours.
I'm gonna jump on it.
Right. I'm just setting something up really quick.
I'm just gonna jump and be shouting at Talson, going, Talson! It doesn't feel like a cow.
They feel like shrimp.
Maybe. I've never
Does
felt
it feel
shrimp
like
before.
shrimp? Said the white girl.
Give it a lick. Tell me if it tastes like shrimp.
Are you going to lick the cow?
Please tell me I can roll to lick the cow.
Hold on, I'm still waiting on this thing.
You have a sleight of tongue roll? Like, how do you do this?
I don't know.
Get off!
Oh,
Get off!
That was a net 20, goddamn.
oh my god.
Ladies and
Same
gentlemen,
colours.
the cow is
Oh my
actually
God.
a 20-foot minotaur in a cape who has been following you since the moment you arrived into Fairwater.
No fucking way. What? I got jump scared when he spoke.
Wait, did he stand up? Wait, did he stand up? Is that how I know he's 20 foot?
I grab the raccoon, yeah.
What am I licking?
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
The speed bag.
Right.
So as this cow does now grab Ricky off his back, stand up, you notice there is like a 20-foot minotaur in front of you. He is decked out with what appears to be a rogue-like leather set of armor. His hands have very thick leather gauntlets that have giant spikes protruding from the top. He has daggers to him that are great swords to you.
Oh,
And he speaks with a
Scary.
large, booming voice, very low, very aged, almost military. Like, imagine like a US Army general or something, with the tone of his voice.
I would like to squirm, wriggle, and run the fuck away.
Make a nice hat.
oh my god. I
Could you
can't
introduce
imagine
yourself
our
and your purpose?
Do I have to do the American accent? That wasn't part of the plan.
No, no. You can absolutely just speak if you wish. I'm just giving everyone an idea of what he would sound like when he speaks.
I don't think he would speak. He's just gonna initiate the job, I guess.
Oh, initiate the
Taliesin.
job. Okay.
Cover is blown, yeah.
Do as you will.
Oh god. Can I just throw the raccoon away then?
You can indeed.
Okay, I'll just throw the raccoon.
Talson, catch me!
I'm gonna throw him away from Taliesin and then charge with the horns to Taliesin.
Yep.
The fuck?
Okay.
Come at.
Taliesin, roll
on.
dexterity, please.
I'm seeing 3 of them.
Yes. Oh yeah, you're wasted. Dexterity with disadvantage.
Rolled really
Oh,
bad, to be fair.
shit. What did I remind you?
Where
I am.
are we? I'm pretty sure we were leaving your shop too. Where the fuck are we?
Do we see this or like what's going on?
Yeah, are we seeing this 20-foot minotaur?
This is
Attack
this is
on
happening
everyone.
as you're getting ready to leave. Like you've just put anything you bought into your backpacks. And as you walk out, you hear thundering steps as this Minotaur charges towards Taliesin.
Uh-oh.
7.
I got 5, to be fair.
Oh,
win.
fuck this.
So
The
because of
Minotaur's
surprise
horns go
roll-
either side of you. And as you
You to the
react and
wall.
put your arms out, he actually stands back up, thinking he has hit you. And you are now on top of his head. The legs dangling in his face.
Do I have any time to react in any way, shape, or form?
You're still
Not while
30
he's
foot in
charging,
the air.
Afterwards?
as he has thrown you while getting ready to charge. Yeah, while he stood with Taliesin on top of his head, now you can do whatever you wish.
Did I cast Hold Person on him?
He's not a person.
Wow, dude.
This humanoid. right?
Well.
Minotaurs aren't humanoid.
No,
Oh.
too large. Don't count.
It's a
We should
big
have
rock.
Oh.
monstrosities.
Okay, well, I was trying to be nice, so I'm
sure.
going to guess I'm going to cast Thunderclap on him
Okay.
to try and knock him away from Taliesin, who's just charged at.
They're occupying the
aggressively.
same space. So you
On my
also
end,
hit Taliesin.
God damn it, Taliesin.
Just hiccuping on
Wait.
top of this fucking cow.
Wait, wait.
It's a rodeo.
Could I cast... How far away are they from me?
I'm going to say about 10 to 15.
Cool. Can I cast Pass Without Trace on me and Taliesin so we can run away?
Well, I mean, the Minotaur can feel where Taliesin is.
Yeah, but if he starts running, he gets a +10 to stealth, so...
You can't run when your legs are dangling 20 foot in the air.
You right?
Right, well, this is on you. I'm out.
Have you tried?
Everything I've
Just
tried
have
is
you
just
tried?
failed.
That's it. Have you tried?
Have you tried? No.
Maybe you should spend an action to try.
Wait,
This is
Yeah, can I
this
just
is
try?
absolutely not a state of combat, by the way.
Okay.
he just charged us.
Mhm.
Yeah. How is this not a state of combat?
Yeah, this feels like
It was a
combat.
non-lethal charge.
Non-lethal chat. I'm gonna skewer you, but non-lethally.
It's a friendly stab.
Right, Taliesin, do whatever you're going to do so I can try and get us out of here.
Oh, I do have command. Could I use that?
You can indeed.
Can I use command grovel?
You're asking the Minotaur to grovel.
Yes, I'm
Command.
insulted. Do not like being picked up.
Wonderful. Go for it. Use it.
Okie dokie. Question outside of this. How does one use a spell?
You click
Okay.
cast next to it in your spells list.
Yes.
Oh,
and
look
then
at that. That makes
You
sense.
should see like what the saving throw would be that the Minotaur has to make.
Okay.
It'll
Yes,
say like
wisdom.
DC. Yeah, it'll be wisdom DC something.
It's showing that it's happening, but not much other than that.
If you click on the name of it, it should like bring it up on the side.
It did, and then I click cast.
If you leave it up on the side, it should say roughly what the DC is. Or in the spell itself, it has hit/DC.
Oh yeah, that should be where it is.
Oh, there we go. 13.
Okay, so roll a wisdom saving throw. Moomin the Minotaur.
Oh, 6.
Natural 20.
You don't roll anything. It's just they have to roll.
Oh, right. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with
they
you.
just
Shit,
roll to
what a
try and
time
beat
again,
the
not
number.
20.
Amazing. Right, so yeah, he grovels. He bends his knees, he puts his hands to the ground, and he cries, asking for your forgiveness.
As you bloody well should. Now, where's this shrimp?
I'm
This
gonna
only
run.
lasts for 6 seconds.
I'm gonna run to Taliesin while there is the brief moment. Cast the pass without trace, and then just try and grab him to run away.
Mm-hmm.
We need to, Taliesin. We need to run and hide. Time to run and hide now. Let's go. Get out. Run. We go get shrimp. Follow me. Follow me.
Is it pass without trace? Is you make a? Is it an advantage stealth check? What is it?
You get +10 to all stealth checks.
Oh, nice. Yeah, both of you, give me a stealth check then. And then
I got a
Lumen,
29.
give me a perception.
Yeah, as soon as it ends, he's just gonna like stand up and just try and scout, like, look over the crowd.
Yeah, 6 seconds pass. You can't see who you're groveling to. You don't even know why you're groveling. You just
Dirty 20.
okay. So
Yeah,
the raccoon and the half elf that you have been charged to find have both vanished.
Okay. He just gets back on all fours and goes back to being a cow. Blends in again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another day.
Cores up the building, escapes Assassin's Creed style.
He dives off a building into a hay bale. Yeah.
Caleb just
It's
kind of
manure.
stares for a moment and speaks up. I feel like we should kill that guy.
Caw-caw.
The Minotaur does
Hexicow.
get away before anyone can do anything, as he has proficiency in stealth.
No way.
He is actually an assassin. His name is Moomin.
Woman.
He was a Highland cow-faced Minotaur.
I love it.
Yeah, that's it. That was his role. He is a character that may or may not appear again in future.
That is amazing. Thank you, Everest.
Just turned up like Swiper in a Dora episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Is
Can you see Moomin?
Oh, that's
I'm
amazing.
just gonna instill in you this fear of cows now. It's fine.
God, every time we see a cow.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
just shit
Jesus.
yourselves. Yeah. Right, as you were. He's gone. There is no
Wow.
trace of this Minotaur.
Did you say we had to roll a perception after the stealth? Or was I not listening?
No. It was
Okay.
Moomin's perception on your stealth, and he failed.
Okay.
So he lost you, and then he escaped.
Crazy.
I would say that I think Ricky would have dragged him to what looked like the safest place.
Which is the only open building itself. As in, the only building that is open is now the shrimp hut. The blacksmith is waiting patiently.
Yeah, I'll probably go over there.
But is an outdoor business, so there's nothing for him to lock down. He's simply holding a rapier in a sheath, just waiting for you. He's watched all this happen, by the way. He's sort of like, his eyes are darting around the rooftops, and he's looking for this giant creature that just attacked the bad. But yeah, as you approach, he just hands it off to you, and what the fuck just happened?
Fuck knows. Just shrugs and is like, is it ready?
Yeah, he's handing you the rapier. It's
Okay, cool.
infernal steel. I'm sure you'll make good use of it if that's the kind of company following you around. I'm gonna go and cry for the entire night and probably never sleep again. Thank you very much for your
I would love
business.
to join
And he just
you in
leaves.
this.
He's like ignoring everything around him. He wants to be gone.
He looks mortified by seeing a cow.
Yeah. This
Love
giant
it,
cow
okay.
with I essentially was going to flavor the gauntlets to be similar to the Hidden Blades of Assassin's Creed. But to the Minotaur, they're actually like hand crossbows. But to you guys, they're like railroad spikes.
Oh.
Imagine like a Roman building column passing through someone's body. That's what it would look like to use them.
Oh,
It wouldn't be able to pass through Ricky. It would obliterate Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky would cease to exist. Ricky would become a puddle if that was the case. Yeah, the dwarf does head back towards the residential area. He is out. He is gone. He's just sort of whistling as he goes, like really suspiciously watching the rooftops.
I guess we're going shrimp now.
Okay, so as you all enter the shrimp hut, there is a tiefling sat at the counter wearing chef whites that are stained with red and pink. He is breathing very heavily with an open mouth. 2 teeth sit on one side of said mouth. And as you all approach, he says, howdy doody there. Welcome to Papa J's Shrimp Hut. How's I be helping you?
what's a shrimp?
Shrimp.
He wants shrimp. We want to know what shrimp is.
Shrimp is the best protein substitute in the lands. What do you mean, what shrimp? He looks up at you.
I know what shrimp
Oh,
is.
a celestial. Well, do I got a treat for you?
Oh god.
Oh,
This is an infernal tiefling. You are a celestial.
They put about 5 masks on before entering and is looking around very nervously.
Oh god, you're allergic, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, well, maybe wait outside and don't.
I recommend
this
not
is
standing
fun.
within 30 foot of this here hut. Was
It's
it
only
30?
if
He
I-
turns right into a water genasi behind him. Was it 30? I can't remember numbers that well. And the water genasi behind him cleaning plates just nods knowingly.
It's fine if I don't ingest it. This is just for my own safety.
Well,
Just in case someone tries to assassinate you with a shrimp.
well, thanks for your
Look,
business,
a cow
I
just
guess.
turned into a minotaur.
Addressing the rest of the party, he's just going to be like, well, would you like to hear the menu, or are you interested in the contest?
contest.
Contest,
Oh,
wonderful.
God.
Would you like an
Okay.
appetizer? You said you ain't never tried shrimp. You want to try one?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, so the options are barbecue, broiled, baked, saute, shrimp kebab, shrimp creole, shrimp gumbo, pan-fried, deep-fried, stir-fried, pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp, pepper shrimp, shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp potato, shrimp burger, shrimp sandwich, and my personal favorite, shrimp supreme. He holds up a live shrimp and then just eats it without chewing.
Nathan's going to applaud.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can I clamber up and try and save the shrimp? Like, try and reach down his collar?
There's like a fence barrier between you. Other druids have been here and tried this before. He's prepared.
I don't like this place. This place
Okay.
is evil. Do not
I mean,
trust
evil.
this place.
This is a place of art, I'll have you know.
You are evil. You kill animal for fun.
It's not for fun, it just tastes good.
You taste good. Let me kill you and eat you.
The thing about shrimps, you see, is they really like dark and wet places. You know what's a dark and wet place? Your stomach. And he eats another one.
I'm not
He is
sure what
getting angrier and
I
angrier.
don't know.
So I take it you're not
what?
partaking in the contest, little one.
I spit on the floor.
Please leave this establishment.
Saturn's going to be like, he speaks for both of us.
Fair enough.
I cast fireball and leave.
No.
What?
The
Okay, no,
only
Logan's
place the
speaks for both
fireball
of
could
us.
land is where you are stood.
You are also not.
Not fireball, firebolt.
It just deflects off the like barricade between the two of you. hits the
Wait,
ceiling.
why is Saturn against? Why is
Is it
Saturn
not wood?
against shrimps?
Is
I'm
this not a wood
literally from
establishment?
the sea.
So
Yeah, water genasi commonly eat shrimp in our world. There's a water genasi
I
working
know.
in the kitchen.
But I think it's funny that the
It is kind of
raccoon is
funny.
against it. I'm supporting him in his endeavors, okay?
Fair
Leave me
enough.
alone.
He's looking at anyone who isn't disgusted at him, and he's so want some shrimp? You want
Go with
join
the
the
shrimp.
contest? He hands
Okay,
you.
maybe I will eat shrimp then.
He hands Talzin a small like sandwich that has shrimp inside it, and you can eat it. He calls it a free tester.
I will eat this and save one side of the bread.
Before
Ricky.
Ricky
It is the
leaves,
best
he's
bread
gonna-
you have ever tasted in your life.
Ricky!
before Ricky leaves, he's going to point at every single one of the members of the party that have stayed and just said, "If you eat any of it, we're done." And he leaves.
As
Salem
Talzin
slowly
has a
starts
mouthful.
I was going to say, I'm still chewing.
Yeah.
Salem slowly starts taking off their masks. Maybe I can survive one.
No, Saturn pulls her mask back up.
He hands Salem a piece of bread.
Oh god. Don't do it. Don't do it. You have so
I know
much to
where-
live for.
Unaware of cross-contamination,
Oh
Salem
god.
slips it under their mask and eats it.
You bitch.
As you accept the bread from him, he clicks his fingers, and there's like a prestidigitation of him cleaning any cross contamination off the bread. It is safe for you to eat. And it is,
Like-
once again, the best
nice.
bread you have ever tasted. It is like fresh baked, but there's no bakery in sight within this kitchen. There's no oven, nothing.
Just mouth stuff. That's fucking good bread.
He just gives you a knowing smile, like, yeah, I know. Fucking good bread. That was perfect.
So I want shrimp gumbo now. Please.
Shrimp gumbo, got you. He hands you a bowl.
Immediately?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Don't you want to save
Where
some
are you
space for
getting
the
this?
contest?
Huh?
Don't you want to save some space for the contest?
I'm in the contest? What?
Well, you can be if you
Nice.
want
I
to.
never. I think we should make the drunk guy do it.
Yeah, let's sign Taliesin up.
Is
Are we
it
all
a
doing it?
contest?
Yeah. Winner gets. What was the prizes again? Shit, I lost my notes.
Was it shrimp?
The winning prize is 500 gold. Second prize wins a bucket of shrimp. Third and fourth place wins a napkin to wipe away the tears of defeat. And we got a room for a fifth as well. They get the bill.
Oh, sweet. I need a new napkin.
He hands
How
you a
much
napkin.
will
Oh,
it-
they're free anyway.
How much will it be for each of us to enter?
Oh, it's free. All the income's based on the bets of the people watching.
Oh, so how would we pay the bill then if there isn't one?
The loser.
Well,
pays.
there's still a bill.
Yeah.
I mean, the prizes are paid from the people betting. I get my own cut, and then the loser, the last place, pays for the bill of all the shrimp that gets eaten.
So it is paid for. Like, how much would
It's a big
the
risk.
loser have to pay?
Only the loser has to pay, and it depends how much is eaten.
Okay.
But y'all get these
Cool.
ones for free. What do you think of my
Alright.
shrimp?
Shrimpy.
Anyone who does take a bite out of the shrimp itself, it is like fucking delectable. This is the single best piece of protein you've had in your mouth ever. Even you, Talzin.
Yummers.
Wait a second.
Oh my God.
That sounds like an innuendo.
It could be. It could be.
Before I
Well,
try
like
the
my-
shrimp, could I get a piece of bread and go out and give it to Ricky?
Taliesin
I would
already
say
saved a piece of bread.
How much time has passed?
Seconds, like 10 seconds maybe.
Okay. Well, Ricky is going to wait roughly around a minute or two, and when no one else leaves, he's leaving.
Okay.
No.
Bye, Raccoon. Nice knowing you. I didn't quite catch your name. Even though we made it, it's okay.
Bye,
Oh, okay.
Jessica, or whatever I called her.
Bye.
Goodbye, bread god. We loved you dearly.
I will lay a slice of bread outside the door, and I'll go and try the shrimp.
And again, it has no cross contamination. Ricky, all you can smell is the softest bread you have ever smelled in your life. It smells fresh.
So he left.
Like you said, after a minute, if no one leaves, he's gonna leave.
Oh, okay. Oh no, we're chilling, I think.
Yeah, Fabienne put the bread just outside the door, so it's within range
It's a
of
peace
Ricky.
offering.
I assume the silence means he doesn't react.
Ricky is just internally trying to debate whether or not he puts his morals above bread.
This is just bribery.
We slowly start putting more and more bread outside the door.
Right, any more bread, and I'm gonna have to start charging you before the contest.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, to the contest.
Yeah, may I recommend I could give you the shrimp supremes. They swim down in your bellies faster, you can eat more, you might win, I'll put a bet on you. It's genius.
I would rather not eat the live ones, if that's okay.
Your loss.
Keep
I'm betting on that
going.
big fella then. And he just points at a wall. You imagine the big fella is already sat on the tables outside somewhere.
Where's the big fella? Is it a cow?
Oh my god.
Nah, it's some
He's
big
here
red
for
guy.
shrimp.
I don't know. He just
Did
came
he
over and
say
sat on the
anything?
tables not long ago. My
Is there
money's on
windows?
him.
Can we
No, there's
can
no
we
windows.
look outside? Oh. Can I peek my head outside?
Yeah, you absolutely can. You see Grug sat at
Yeah.
the table alone.
Oh my god, it's Greg. Can we invite? I want to be like, hey, Greg, we're inside. Get in here.
Come stay with us.
Come
He
stay with us.
looks at Bunk and says, Bunk, your voice changed. He's completely oblivious to who is actually calling him.
She's gonna wave and be like, hey.
He's just scooping handfuls of shrimp soup into his mouth.
Can I approach him then?
You can indeed.
I want to be like, hey, we're inside. Yeah, everyone's inside. We're all of us except the tiny guy. Did you see him over there? Would he be near or no?
Yeah, he's as far as Dad said, he just went and stood right outside the hut.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just tell Greg that we're inside. Come stay with us.
But Grug didn't see seats inside. There are no seats inside. It's only a waiting area. This is the eating area.
We're sat. How are we sitting inside? Are we just all stood there?
They're all literally stood in a line. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. I just have a bowl of gumbo.
Yeah. You're just there
In my
holding
hands.
a bowl in your hand. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we should all go sit with him then. Bring the squad.
Okay. So
No,
as
I'll tell
everyone
them.
is leaving the shrimp hut, it has been about 30 seconds. Ricky, what do you wish to act on here? There's a small pile of bread just outside waiting for you as well.
How long has it been? 30 seconds? I think I give him
Less
another
than a minute.
30. But I don't eat the bread. I'm sticking to my guns here. It's
enough.
killing me.
But yeah, they did in fact leave the shrimp hut. They are going to sit at the tables nearby. where you can also see Grug sat alone. He's been eaten essentially since the Firewine selling happened. He made his way down after that, after realizing the ship wasn't giving him the food that he required. As he is not technically a member of the party, he does not get what he wishes for.
Oh no.
Oh, that makes Grug sad.
So Grug, ignoring the fact that Fizban specifically asked him not to leave the ship, has gone to find food, and he's just found this shrimp hut, and he's just eaten. He doesn't even know there's a contest. He's not listening to anyone, really. He's just helping himself. He hasn't eaten in days. So he
One
is
for
just...
me, one for Bong. One for me, one
yeah,
for Bong.
he's literally like grabbing a handful of shrimp, eating it, and then going one for Bonk and giving him a single shrimp. And Bonk is just eating it. Yeah. Even though Bonk actually has his own bowl.
Yeah, I like to think he's just stuffing it in his mouth, regardless of whether he wanted it or not.
Yeah. Bonk is actually putting the shrimp that Grug hands him in his own bowl and then pouring that bowl into Grug's as he can. As Bonk doesn't eat shrimp. Bonk eats rocks.
So right.
Expensive gems and diamond stuff.
Yeah, the Tieflin
Okay.
walks out after you, closes the door of the hut and says, "Right, it's nearly time. Are all of our teams ready?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You are guided to table 5, which is the one next to Grug.
Yeah.
The
That's
other
crazy.
tables start filling up. You do notice that one actually, Ricky in particular, you noticed this before anyone else, but that familiar smell of garlic from the well seems to be back. And completely passed out at one of the tables is the same garlic knight that was in the well, surrounded by empty bowls that are stacked far above the actual height of him sat there, snoring away all peacefully. And every now and again, you hear him like snoring, and he mumbles in his sleep about something to do with just an oathbreaker, and then something about a dragon, and you imagine he's talking stories of his adventures. But he's interestingly enough, all the bowls that are empty, they all have like the residue of the shrimp in, but there's a sort of like a jug next to him that stinks of garlic. And you imagine he probably drinks garlic, and that's why he smells that strongly of it. Yeah. At another table, there is a few of the guards, the ones that actually greeted you into the city. One of them is locking eyes with Salem. It's the one that you banged the wife of.
Salem doesn't even notice and is sadly looking at the shrimp bowls.
Yeah, he's just
Oh,
unblinking.
no.
He's very determined look on his face. Anyone looking around the tables will notice. And there's another table with several cloaked figures. They're very dark and mysterious, all very quiet and hush-hush. They appear to be not necessarily friends that you could tell. They don't really seem to speak a word to each other, but they give each other knowing nods every now and again, look around at the other tables. You get the feeling that they're very organized and they know exactly what they're doing.
I think they're cheating.
They do seem suspicious,
Suspicious.
as they all seem to be hiding their identity with hoods. All right.
Yeah.
You were all asked to, if you're taking part, to take your seats. Anyone else remaining, you are asked to head into the crowd or take a empty table, as there are actually 6 tables, so anyone not taking part get that 6th table. Anyone who does want to take part, seated on table 5. And this is going to work in a similar way to combat. It's going to go on a round-by-round basis. You are given a bowl of cooked shrimp, and you're going to make several rolls for me. It is 10 rounds of combat worth, so it is 60 seconds. It is a minute, this contest. It doesn't take long at all. And I am going to ask you all roll just a straight up dex roll every round. There's going to be no particular order. There's no like initiative to go by. Everyone eats at the same time.
Okay.
So everyone just roll dexterity if you are taking part in the contest. And as you're doing so, the tiefling, who you still don't know the name of, is sitting in sort of the center on a stool, and he's got like a little what are they called, sundial, like wristwatch, and he's just looking down at it going, right down, everybody, you got eat as much as you can in this many time. One and all who gathered here, look upon our contestants. Place your bets on who you think will get the biggest number of shrimps eaten in an entire minute. 3, 2, 1, go. And
Shall we
you
roll
begin.
now?
Yeah, you give me dexterity rolls.
Okay.
While they're all doing that,
Yes.
I know it's not going to be possible, but Ricky, feeling fully betrayed by the party, is going to go back into town just screaming, Cowman! Cowman! I can tell you where he is! Oh,
I mean-
Cowman!
I can absolutely leave it up to the person. If Moomin does hear this, then he hears this. If not, he doesn't. Yeah, what are those dexterity rolls then?
15.
Okay, a
22.
15. 15 is 3 shrimp. 22 is 5 shrimp.
Yeah.
You got a what? Oh, you're not
It.
speaking. 2. You got 2 shrimps.
Sorry, do you want me to make a table to like organize this?
Just keep track of
Okay,
how
I
much
can write
you've
everything
eaten.
down.
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Round.
Did you say a 2 is 2 shrimp, but a 22 is 5 shrimp?
Yes.
I got 3.
The fuck?
You've eaten 5 shrimp because you've rolled higher. You've eaten more, therefore you are doing better.
Mathing, bro.
Yes, it
my
is.
brain.
Now you're drunk.
Oh yeah, that explains it.
I've just been told, by the way, Moomin can in fact hear you, but he is watching from the shadows.
Oh, you should have told us that.
No, I just thought it was funny.
A suspicious moo in the distance.
It echoes around the town.
Moo.
Right, so the 3 of you know how many shrimp you have eaten, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie. For every shrimp that you have eaten, you need to beat that with another roll.
Oh,
So,
okay.
say you've eaten 5, you roll a straight up con save and throw, and you have to beat the 5 with that.
Wait, we do Constitution now?
Yeah, Constitution. So
Okay.
every round you roll Dex and then Con.
Oh,
okay.
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 Alright, sounds good.
For instance, Saturn ate 4.
Yippee. I ate 3 and I just
Yeah,
got
yeah.
an 18 plus
Yeah.
2, so I got 20
So
this
you-
time.
So
Yeah,
you have to
so
roll
you
a
easily
con
get-
save of 3. Is that what I'm getting? And then
Exactly,
next round you'll
yes.
add like 3 on top, and then it'll be 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so
I
the
rolled
next
a
round you
20,
roll the
so I
Dex
see.
again to see how many you eat, and then you add that onto the 3. It's essentially
Yes.
you're eating until you're full.
Hmm.
And your constitution is the size of your stomach.
Okay.
So yeah,
Cool.
it's round 1. He's sort of looking around at everyone. Oh, looks like we've already got someone ahead. And he points at Grug, who has eaten an entire bowl with no shrimp in it.
Damn.
You see him sort of just chewing on a piece of wood as he smiles at everyone.
Hello.
With
More,
Ricky not
please.
taking part, you absolutely can play the part of Grug. Grug is unaware that he's in the contest, by the way. He's just eating. He's just
And
hungry.
some brand.
Yeah.
That's why he said more, please.
Yeah, exactly. As he says this, the water genasi who was in the kitchen is actually supplying everyone with more as they run out in the bowl. Okay, looks like we've already got a winner here, and I'm going to ask you to roll for round 2. So you're going to roll the
18.
dexterity and then the con again. 18 is 4.
Okay.
So you're 3 and 4. You've got to
4.
beat a 7 with your con.
Okay. Oh, I got an 8. Oh my god.
Nice. Okay, so
Chilling.
that's that one. You got the 8. Mr.
10.
Townsend, 10. That is 2 shrimp. So you're adding that to your 5, which your previous, wasn't it? So you're both at 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Look at this guy.
18 on the con.
Yeah, easy beat. You successfully stomach that amount of shrimp. And Fabienne,
I got a 14.
14 is 3. So add 3 onto your previous.
Oh, my constitution was 11.
Wow. Wonderful. That's actually pretty low for con. I usually put loads into con.
Mine's +4.
Yeah, that is low. What the fuck?
Really?
That's a low
Yours is-
roll.
how's
for
that
4.
low?
I mean,
Yeah.
for
Oh, I was
+4,
gonna
that's a
say.
low roll. Like, you're in the lower like
Okay.
quarter of what you could have had.
Right, right,
Right,
right.
but yeah, everyone is still in. Yes, you all passed your con checks.
Yes.
The tiefling has walked right up to the table of the cloaked, hooded figures, and he's put his hand directly in one of their pockets, and he's pulling out handfuls of shrimp, going, "You fucking no good cheating son of a bitch!" And he like gets the water genasi to like summon a sort of mini whirlpool that carries the entire table off and throws it off into the distance. Disqualified.
On the winds, Ricky just yells, "I know where the one you charged is. Come to me, cowman."
Betrayal.
From the shadows in a non-specific direction, you hear "speak."
I know where the one you charged is.
I
They're
see
not
him.
hiding very well. Get him.
What do I get out of anything you are offering here, or trying to make a point of?
You get my gratitude.
You hear heavy steps as he slinks away through the shadows. You get the impression that he's on the other side of the one set of buildings, which are all terraced. You hear the steps getting more distant as he appears to be taking a new vantage point.
Oh.
If everyone's gonna be fucking in a food coma, am I gonna have to 1v1 a fucking Minotaur?
1v2, you
No,
will definitely
I will
be against
tell
Ricky.
you. I will tell you out of character that he's absolutely not going to start actual combat with you.
I could have beaten him. It was excitement, not fear.
Right, so that was round 2, yes?
Yep.
Wonderful. Do the same rolls again for me, please.
19. Yippee.
19,
Also 19.
is 4. Add 4 onto your numbers.
Yay.
And then roll the con
10
to beat the
again.
one. 10 again, that's another 2.
Then I got.
That's another 2, yeah. Cool.
So what do I need to beat?
What are your 3? I'm already losing track. You were on 7 and then you got 4.
Yeah.
So you need to beat
Yeah.
11.
Okay, that's great because I got 14.
Wonderful.
What if I equal?
Equal is a beat, yeah. It's
Haha.
match or beat.
Okay, I've matched my 9.
Meets beats.
Yeah, as you're
Yeah,
putting
me-
that last shrimp in for this round, you sort of feel a heavy resistance in your throat, like you're starting to sweat. You've never eaten this
Oh, no.
before, and even though it's delectable, your body just isn't used to it.
Can the shrimp sweats?
And the tiefling looks on over you and, well, we got a tough one here. Everyone's doing so well, except you. And he points at you.
I'm doing well.
Papa J would love to see this if he was still here today. Right, then you can roll for the next round. Oh wait, Tarzan, did I get yours?
Yeah,
You
I
had
did
the
the
two,
10 and then
yeah,
I
okay.
rolled. Yeah, so I'm on 9 in total and rolled an 18.
Nice. Right, yeah, so roll another round. This is round 4, I believe.
Grug just goes,
21.
give me hers, I'll eat hers.
Did you just say you got a 21?
Yes, I did.
Plus 5, my dude.
Oh my god. I love shrimp. Right, that's
What is a
4,
6?
8,
A 6, that's a 2.
Yay.
16.
Rolled a 9.
A 9 is also a 2.
19.
Yeah, con was a
19 for
19.
Constitution.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
19.
Oh no.
What?
So 11 total and I rolled a 4 on my con.
Oh no! So as you fit the last shrimp into your mouth, the alcohol running through your bloodstream takes over, and you fall backwards, landing in the dirt, and you are now unconscious.
I would like to laugh at him.
You do indeed laugh out loud, hysterically,
roll performance.
with a mouthful of shrimp.
Raw performance.
Amazing.
I got an 18. I am safe.
Okay, you are safe, yes. Talzin's final number, even with the failed con, it counts. It's just you, that's your last round. That's like your cutoff.
Okay.
So remember that final number.
Yeah, I got it written down.
Nice. Right, so the two of you, it's the next round. Go for it.
Okay.
As the water genasi, by the way,
17.
is now using a sort of stretcher formed from water to carry Talzin and make sure there's no like wounds that he has got from falling, making sure he's okay. And she's just like, oh yeah, he's just fucking wasted. He's passed out, and just plops him on the empty space where the other table was.
I got a 7.
A 7 for Dex is a 2.
Yes.
Yeah, that's 2 shrimp.
I get a 3.
3 is also... No, a 3 is 1.
Yay.
You eat 1 entire shrimp. You do be
Look at us
struggling.
go.
Struggle busing. No, not 20s yet. Interesting.
No. Oh, wait, that. Okay, I nearly clicked dexterity. 17. I think. 17 plus 2, 18, 19. 19.
It looks like the guards are starting to struggle now. But ultimately, they're soldiering on. In the time you're eating like 2 to 3, they're eating 1, but there's more of them, so it's probably about neck and neck at the moment.
Oh no.
It's a team match.
I have
It's a team
problem.
number, yes.
No, no, don't leave me.
I'm
That's
at
how it
12
is.
shrimp, and I rolled a 10.
You finish on 12 shrimp.
Drama.
Francois is
just
like
button.
trying to egg you on as you're getting the last one in, and you feel just defeated and bloated.
I cannot do it anymore, Francois.
No, mon chéri, you can do it, I believe. But ultimately, no, you should not believe. You cannot do it. You
No,
finish at
He
12.
should not believe.
So Saturn, you're the only one left taking part.
Ah.
A dex and a con, please.
You can do it.
12.
That's 3 shrimp.
Oh no, I've got to get a 21. I think this is it, pals. 14.
And you are also defeated by the shrimp. The whole party
Rest
is
in
out.
peace.
As the guards have seen that you have all stopped and they feel like they've been neck and neck, they're going to try and go for another round. I'm actually going to roll for it, as they did have a predetermined number that I pre-rolled, but they've lasted longer than you with an entire shrimp. What the fuck? They literally just got one shrimp.
An entire shrimp.
Okay, so they auto-fail their con as they don't have enough room on the dice to make it unless I roll a nat 20. That is a 5. Okay, so they fail that. They're out as well. Grug has not been keeping track of his amount of shrimp, as he was completely unaware. But the tiefling assumes that Grug has probably eaten almost as much as you guys have, maybe even more. The Genasi is watching him like a hawk.
Next round, please. Let's keep going.
Nah, Grug is like wiping his mouth with another bowl, like using it like a napkin, and he's like, oh, there's 2 over there. And he wanders towards the tiefling, and as he has left the table, he is considered done.
Oh, okay.
The elite guards have all stopped. The rogue table were thrown into oblivion, and the Gallic Knight slept the entire time, which is an immediate fail. The tiefling stands up, puts his arms in the air, and is, ladies and gentlemen, and whatever else is, you're all weird races. I'm new here. He sort of goes through this list that he's got. He sort of summoned it with a click of a fingers as well, which is quite odd to you, even though he is of the Hells. Unless there is some sort of pact that he has, he shouldn't be summoning things. He is not a magical creature. He starts reading off and he says, well, Garlic Guy scores nothing as he slept through the entire contest, and he places a piece of parchment on top of the Garlic Knight's head. Grug scores 156. And the guards, you score 20.
1 second. Oh,
And what were all of your numbers put together?
Mine was 21.
Okay, you already beat the guards, yeah. I doubt you got 156, though.
No.
12.
So the 21 to 12, that's 33, and Tarzin's was...
I'm unconscious.
But how many did your character eat?
11.
11. Okay, so 44. Yeah. And second place, we got these guys who didn't give me names. Then he hands you all a bucket of shrimp.
Yeah.
Roll perception. He hands Grug a bag of 500 gold. And he hands a napkin each to the guards.
16.
What's this for?
You got a 16 for perception. You're currently trying to get Tarzan killed by a Minotaur, so you don't see this.
I'm on about Grug. Grug goes, what's this for?
Oh, right. Oh, you won. This was an eating contest.
But I'm not finished yet.
You definitely won.
Okay.
Grug has no use for money, as he essentially has adapted to live in the wild over the past 50 years. I imagine he would probably give it to the party.
So kind.
So not only do you get a bucket of shrimp that you said the perception was a 16 for, right? For Saturn. Anyone
For
at
me.
the table who is conscious, so Fabienne, you as well.
I got a 3.
A 3, okay. It's definitely a bucket of shrimp.
Shrimp
Saturn,
coma.
you notice that this bucket is not very bucket shaped. In fact, it has eye holes and is made of very durable black metal. Infernal iron, if you will. This is actually a helmet.
Yeah. So we each got given a helmet?
You were given 1 bucket.
Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Wow. I would like to take out the shrimp,
Mm-hmm.
give it a little bit of a wash with my water.
Yes.
I'm going to put it on.
Right. It is a medium helmet that gives you +2 to AC.
Jesus fucking Christ. A fucking that's shield worthy AC on something you don't have to hold. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I cannot wear the helmet.
You are not proficient in medium armor, it would seem.
I am proficient in no armor. Not
Okay,
even
so
light.
the party just has a medium armor rated helmet that gives you +2 to AC then.
Yeah, I think I'll give it to Salem. See if Salem wants it. Since they
Salem will
didn't
look at it.
participate.
Salem will look at it wistfully, just kind of pulling something out of their pocket. Shrimp eating champion. It's just like an old shrimp eating champion napkin from like had to be 20 years ago. No, my time eating shrimp has passed.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
I got my allergy from eating too much shrimp in one go.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, congrats, I guess.
As you're all doing this, the
It is
water
my
genasi
greatest
is
sorrow.
knelt over Talzin, sort of forming an orb of water in her hand, and she's like splashing him in the face to wake him up.
I'm going to do the same thing with my shape water.
Talzin, roll a constitution check for me.
Are you doing it?
I would like to try and drown.
Throwing water against me.
No, I'm trying to
21.
drown Talis right now.
21?
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn it.
You wake up feeling fresh as a motherfucking daisy.
What's up, bitches?
It's like he was
Yeah,
never
still
drunk.
drunk or like
It's like he was never
Oh.
drunk. He is stone cold sober. That like 2-minute nap was all he needed. The shrimp appears to have been magically healing him the entire time. Incredible. And also, he drinks a lot in his spare time, and he has a very high tolerance.
Basically,
yeah,
have an
no
enchanted
hangover.
liver at this point.
Usually, I would make you roll a con. If you fail, you get a hangover, which means you then roll everything with disadvantage because you can't concentrate. But you passed. Your rolls are regular.
Duh.
Because he's got a
Do
stomach
this
of
every night.
steel. The guard that was eyeing Salem up the entire time is like, you're going to need that helmet if I cross your path again. And just wanders off to the residential district, never breaking eye contact, like walking backwards.
I yell after him, say that to me again and no one will find your body, dude. Shut up.
The other guards from the table are just like, sorry about him, we don't know what the fuck's got into him today, he's been weird all day. He said it to someone earlier too, and then they just wander off.
oh, his wife.
We know what got into his wife, though.
You hear him cry really loud from the distance.
Was he also drunk? Is he okay? What, you fucked a girl called Janine? What's wrong with you?
Is this Saturn making an educated guess, or do you know the name?
Oh, I thought he actually was crying Janine.
Yeah, he was. The guard who was making his way off, he cried the name Janine. He misses his wife that cheated on him with Salem.
I miss my wife, Tails. My
wife, Tolls. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna make the educated guess. Since I don't know, he said it to our faces that he fucked his wife.
It was your reaction to
You're
the name
not about
itself
the
that
name.
was that threw me off.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
Not
funny.
about the name. I was early 20s. She
I
was
don't need
in her
details.
50s.
I don't
was-
need
When you
details.
get the
It was-
chance, that would
Go
be
It was 6
home.
months ago.
Please
so
leave.
proud
I don't
of
want to
you.
hear about it.
Talzin looking dashing as ever.
out of context, do you remember the thing we spoke about last time about the cantrip?
Yeah.
Is this a good point to activate it? See, as I just woke up and should be dead.
Oh my god, that would be beautiful. Yeah, go for it.
I didn't add it to my sheet or anything yet.
As long as you know you have it, it is a cantrip, so it's unlimited use.
Okay, I will activate that now. Stood on top of this table.
Okay, perfect.
God.
You're essentially stood at a puddle where a table once was.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, because
I didn't
Tarzan
realize-
was rested where the disqualified table used to be until it was yeeted into oblivion.
Ah. Right.
Sorry, I'm chewing. My bad. I don't know exactly how to make this work, other than this would be a good time for me to dry off.
Yes.
Do I just explain what the fucking cantrip is?
Absolutely, just tell people what they would see.
Okay. Tarzan will stand on top of this puddle, shake his hair like it's an 80s music video, and his hair will continue to billow in an unforeseen wind that no one else seems to have any effect with.
Damn, he's so dreamy. Okay, anyway.
Like, imagine slow-mo, kind of like, you know, the works. It's like a Pantene advert.
Adam just speaks up. Dude, this would be way more cooler if you didn't have a half-melted mustache on your face.
Yes. Yeah, still with a Fu Manchu.
Ah, that too billows
It's just
majestically.
flapping on the side of his face.
And then just watches Riley.
That's it. That's all I got.
Just billows in the wind.
Yep. That's it. For what I remember, that was all it was useful for.
Pretty much. Right. So yeah, you draw yourself off with a light breeze. And that's pretty much it. As you are holding concentration on it, you do notice that the water drying off you is actually almost like being boiled off you, like it's evaporated into steam.
It's getting steamy up in here.
Which is alarming because that's not part of the spell.
I'm in considerable stress.
Just the Ralph Wiggum laugh. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
No, just as soon as you cease using the one intentional spell, the heat also disappears and it doesn't burn you.
Does it burn anyone near me?
Not a person, no. It's almost like something was trying to awaken within you, and it did not. If you decide to start taking a step, you will notice where you were stood, there are 2 scorch marks on the grass below you.
Okay.
Yes.
He started realizing he was asexual, but then it faded away with it this guy. He's greatest horror.
Maybe there's more to life than drinking and whoring.
Wait,
Nah.
no, it's gone. Never mind.
He jokes to himself.
I think I'm having an epiphany. No, never mind.
No, it's just wind.
Gone.
You just had to fart real quick and it burned the ground underneath him. God, all that alcohol, damn.
Hellfire wine.
Oh, quite literally, huh?
Could everyone roll perception for me, please?
Ah,
Yes. Ah, indeed.
I was gonna say, I don't get to try and like cover up these scorch marks. It's just like, oh shit.
I rolled a 21.
A 21, okay.
I got a 6. My rolls
got
are
a
ass
9.
today.
Yeah. You,
Am I also rolling?
Yeah, everyone.
Okay, 10.
I'm assuming
Okay.
not me.
No, everyone. You are within eyeshot of what I'm doing the check for.
I got a 17.
Okay, well, all of you fail. If you look around to inspect the area, you will notice that people are starting to head back to the residential area, all sort of cheering on Grug, who most of them bet on. It was definitely the odds were in his favor. They're all walking home with not much more money than they arrived with. Honestly, they probably spent more in the stores and at the tavern that day than they just earned from this bet. So yeah, they're all just gonna wander off home. They're finishing up their kebabs now, as they were watching you eat all this shrimp. And yeah, the streets are empty. It's almost pitch black now. And as you're all looking around, you notice what appears to be a gargoyle hanging from the top of one of the nearby buildings. But the gargoyle has a cape that's billowing in the wind. But you think nothing of it, and you go about your merry way.
There's a lot of billowing things.
I'll do it for the drama.
When did you cast it on that fucking gargoyle? When?
As you point, oh boy, did you cast it on the gargoyle? And you all look back up. The gargoyle's gone.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck's sake.
Am I still drunk?
No,
No, it was that fucking cow again.
you napped.
No, that was me commenting on not seeing the gargoyle after just seeing the gargoyle.
In that case.
I don't trust my own liver anymore.
Yeah, Grug is sort of just headed off now. He's going back to the ship. Well, good night. Thanks for the food. Bye. And he's leaving the bag of gold on the table. And just, you can have that. I don't need it.
Yoink.
No,
I will absolutely say, as he has loudly said that you can have it, and he's pointed to the whole party, you can take 100 gold each.
I have
Oh.
money.
Oh, I got a wish spell for free today.
Yeah, you could just wish for 500 gold if you really wanted it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because that's what I'm going to wish for.
What are you going to wish for?
None of your
You
business.
wishing for some ass?
I wish for
Excuse
booty.
It's you that hasn't checked behind Salem yet. You haven't checked them
Huh?
out yet. You don't know what they're packing.
This is where it turns out that Salem is incredibly thick.
That's why they
Just-
wear an
just-
overcoat at all times.
Yeah, just like in broad daylight, just turns around and crouches down near Salem's ass. Is like, no.
Oh, the Gallic Knight is still passed out at the table with the bill taped to his head, by the way.
Not the disqualified people? I feel like it should be the disqualified people.
No, they were doomed to hell.
Oh, that's worse, yeah.
Damn.
Just a bit.
You sure? Do you know how many shrimp they ate? Crushing them might be worse.
The whole point is they didn't eat any.
Yeah, they ate a few. Just,
Yeah,
yeah,
but the
not many.
bill. Jesus.
If any of you do decide to look at the bill, it says 3,400 gold.
Oh my
Oof.
god.
Can we, despite our success last time, can we attempt to wake him?
He's actually stirring. It's like he's waking naturally as everyone is leaving, and you are more or less left alone with him. The tiefling is still there. The Genasi is headed back towards the the residential area. So it is just you guys, the tiefling, and the Gallic knight, who is now semi-conscious, still sort of like mumbling and as if he's still talking in his sleep, but he seems to actually be looking around and like taking in his surroundings. And he's just, where the devil am I? Oh, I'm here still. Turns around to look at the tiefling. Thank you for the wonderful meal, friend. And who would you be? And he points at you guys.
Nunya.
Didn't we see you in a small confined space?
I couldn't possibly tell you. I've been in many spaces, open and confined.
Another innuendo? It feels like it.
Could be.
Didn't we run into you in a well back in some place or t'other?
Oh, well. I don't remember. I tend to be quite single-track-minded these days. I only really think about food and my ultimate goal in life.
What's your ultimate goal in life?
Well, there's this Oathbreaker, a paladin, a hero of old, and I've been deemed to kill him. So I'm looking for him. Have you seen him? He's an Oathbreaker.
Yeah, we need more information than that, buddy.
Anything else than that? Yeah.
He should have been a great lord, but he ultimately failed to build his kingdom.
Name? Face? Anything he wears?
The specifics escape me.
Well,
anyway, my name is Mixia. I am of Ratasina. I am what you would call a Myconid.
That explains a lot.
I am known as the Gallic Knight. I don't know why.
Yeah, why do you smell like garlic? You stink of garlic. Are you a vampire? Are you a vampire repellent?
No, I'm a Gallic Myconid.
Oh.
Like a fungus?
More like
they normally are.
More like a bulb.
Man's a bulb.
No, I'm always just finding myself in very strange places. I swear I was being awoken by a raccoon recently who was attempting to wake me. It was a very dark, wet place. One minute I was being fed fresh bread, the next I was in complete darkness with the tiny fuzzy boy trying to pester me awake. Anyway, I very rapidly fell asleep and woke up somewhere completely different once again.
You have no idea how you got out?
No idea at all. No. Would you like a drink? And he picks up the empty tankard from the table that is now somehow full of a steaming garlicky liquid.
Can I inspect the liquid?
Mm-hmm. You would roll a perception.
Got 9.
A 9. Okay, so garlic itself is just very good for the immune system, and it appears to be soup in a cup.
How did you make this?
No, I'm a cleric of the food deity. I prepare all sorts of meals at will. Ingredients only necessary if you are just a normal, boring old mortal realm-dwelling imbecile.
Good enough for me, and I'll take a swig.
You do in fact feel it sort of enlighten your aura, if you will. You feel a burst of energy as any rolls you must make for the rest of the day are at advantage for awareness and for dexterity. So your perception and wisdom. Yeah, wisdom and dex, that's the one. I was trying to fucking figure it out for a moment. Anyone else care for some? I call
Francois,
it-
grab me some bread.
I call it Meag Brew.
Yes, I'll take some.
He just pours a little bit into cups for each person. And anyone who does
Okay.
accept gets the same buff. Dexterity and wisdom.
Dexterity,
Roll
wisdom.
advantage on
Cool.
any.
I got Francois to bring me some of the bread that Ricky didn't take, and I'm gonna dip it in the soup and make garlic bread.
Amazing. As you do this, he sort of looks and isn't. Good thing none of you were dragons. I heard they're allergic. Okay, it looks like one of you got the joke. Cool.
I still remember.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
For anyone watching who hasn't seen campaign 1, anytime anytime the party fought a dragon or a draconic being, they would summon the help of a fellow named Dave the Baker who would throw garlic bread at the dragon. And after a lucky nat 20, we made it canon that dragons and draconic creatures are allergic to garlic bread. Which is ironic, because Dave the Baker was a dragonborn.
Dave was a special dragon.
To be
He was.
fair, dragonborns have no actual relation to dragons in D&D lore.
In 5e, they don't know. In homebrew, anything is as we will it to be. Yeah, he doesn't seem to have anything else for you. He's just merrily chilling, taking a break while he's on this great quest to find who he will only refer to as the Oathbreaker. Is there anything
I
else
guess
you
we
would
just-
like to do?
Probably just continue on our main quest instead of just staying in this town forever.
It is getting late. Everywhere is closed. I think the only real option for you is to find somewhere to rest or head off in whatever direction you wish.
Can we invite Meeksire to come with us?
You can indeed, but his answer may shock you.
Yes.
This feels like a
Static.
BuzzFeed trap.
Exactly. He may have several answers for you. The last one is really crazy.
You'll never believe number 11. Okay. Mr. Meeksire, we have an airborne ship. We could help you scour this Oathbreaker quite quickly. Would you like to join us?
Well, I wish I could. I wish it was so simple. I'm actually tracking him by scent. Yes,
What
he
does
traveled
he smell
through
like?
here. He smells like pain and suffering. He smells like legions of the undead. He smells like everything. Everything I wish I could destroy in this realm. Kind of like burnt caramel.
I kind of like burnt caramel.
But yes,
I was
he's
gonna
headed
say.
this way. I was just making a pit stop for some food.
Have you checked the back of your helmet yet?
What helmet?
Oh.
The entire party just has like widened eyes at this point.
Have you checked the back of your head yet? There's something stuck on there.
It's probably just a root showing. No worries. And the tiefling
No.
grabs the bill for 3,400 gold and places it on the front of his head. Oh, this one. Where did you come from? As he picks it up off his face, looks at the tiefling. Oh, the bill, I presume. Did I really eat that much? The tiefling's like, well, actually, you ate like 3,200's worth, and then the contest that you were meant to be in, that you were occupying a table for, was only 200 gold. So yeah, you owe me. And Misaya actually does just pull out a massive sack of gold from his back, from the bag of holding that he has, and just places it on the table. Well, there you go. Anything else?
Oh, he rich.
Oh, I've been adventuring for a very long time. I've slain beasts you would not be haunted by in your worst of dreams.
Why wouldn't they haunt me?
Because
Well,
you
I know
cannot
why they wouldn't
fathom
haunt
them.
me, but
You wouldn't be able to fathom them. They're way too dark and twisted for the mortal mind to perceive, if you will.
half of my mind isn't mortal. Would I be able to do it?
I don't know. I don't know you.
Fair enough. Yeah,
What do you
that's a
usually
good
dream
point.
of?
I don't. Well, I just remember things of a really weird guy. I won't get into it.
Well, if you don't dream, I imagine no, you probably wouldn't dream about them then.
Shame. Can I remember them then?
Have you ever seen one?
I don't know. Describe them to me.
Monstrous, fanged, tentacles, two-dimensional.
I mean, I've seen things like that in my dream, but I don't know if I've seen your things in my dreams. Well,
Interesting.
dreams. I call them dreams because everyone else does, but I don't think we do the same thing.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you all. Good luck in whatever endeavors your airship takes you upon. I'm gonna go and slay an Oathbreaker. And he just picks up a stick with like a sack on the end, throws it over his shoulder, and just onward, and just moves towards the residential area, which is where you imagine the front gate to the city is.
I like
What a
him.
strange creature.
Before he gets out of eyeshot, he passes out and falls to the ground.
I am not in the least bit surprised.
And you hear him snoring really loudly.
How does
Oh
he
no.
get anything done? I think he just has little helpers at this point. Little garlic guys to just walk him around. It has to be.
The tiefling turns to you. He ate so much, I'm gonna be rich forever. And he takes the giant sack that he can't even lift, tries to pull it up, and he's just, I'll figure it out.
Good luck with that, man.
Thank you.
Just kind of too tired to register the fact that this man is garlic, and just turns away and goes to back to
Yeah.
the airship.
The narcoleptic Gallic Knight has passed out once more.
Yeah.
Right, as you get onto the airship, it is nighttime. I imagine you're all in more or less a food coma, or just, a little worn out from selling wine for so many hours. You've all had a pretty full day, earned a pretty penny. But ultimately the day is over, and you think to yourself that maybe you should try and move on to the next area on the list that you were given.
Ricky's not on the airship.
Fair enough.
Just saying.
Where is Ricky? Has
He's
anyone
gone.
spotted him?
He is.
Salem just kind of stares for a moment. Remember when we couldn't fight him last time while he was on the ship? Let's just go.
Would anyone like to look for Ricky?
We cannot leave without Ricky Martin. I will look for him.
I was going to say, wouldn't we see
Yeah, I
the
think we
pile
should
of undisturbed bread outside?
Yeah, the red flags are definitely there.
Maybe if we're lucky, the cow gargoyle man got him.
Do I remember the cow?
It's like a fever dream at this point. Like, you're not sure if it was real or not. Could have been a dream. Could have been real. Who knows?
So, wait, that actually happened?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, we better find Ricky.
Could I get an
Maybe.
insight check from
It
all
was-
of you? Anyone who's here talking during this conversation.
Did you say insight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That
okay.
2022.
Let's go.
Finally.
I got a 14.
Jinx.
Hey.
Yinks. Right, so all of you who have rolled anything above a 10, what you will have noticed when the Minotaur was there is that they seemed very set on pushing Ricky out of the way and going directly for Talzin. Fabienne,
Bands these days.
I don't know what I can piece together for you for the Nat 20. There's not much else out of here. You simply noticed the same thing. But maybe you would understand a little extra that this creature looked very much like a hireable assassin. In fact, this 20-foot Minotaur, who should probably stereotypically be a fighter barbarian or something of the sort, appeared to be very roguelike to you. And you remember hearing stories amongst the heavens of some of the mortals taking it upon themselves to do what they call God's work. And this group of assassins may have been sent after Talzin. Or it could just be a private hire. Who knows?
Oh my. Hey, Taliesin, would you have done anything particularly bad to, like, maybe piss off someone to the point where they'd want to assassinate you or anything?
I don't think so.
Or did you get really, really drunk?
I mean, it's hard to nail down a specific day when that hasn't happened. Nope. My conscience is clean.
I feel okay.
Interesting.
What?
Talzin, your conscience is indeed clean. You can't think of a reason why an assassin would be after you.
Jealousy, obviously.
It's because you're so fucking fabulous, obviously.
It's true. They need to know the secret to my hair, and I'll never tell. I'll never tell.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Either way, we will find him and we will kill him.
Maybe it's Taliesin.
But no, the party do realize that Ricky is not anywhere to be seen. Ricky, what the fuck are you doing? Where are you? What you doing?
So I'm going to say, as my endeavor with the Mooman failed,
Yes.
I would have walked back to the ship, realized that I want to be on solid ground, looked around for the next warmest place, saw that we were parked up next to the big castle, and gone in.
Okay, at the point in time you would have gone in, everything would have been closed and locked. So you can sit in the garden, in the flower beds if you wish.
There's no open windows for me to try and climb in?
No, it's all closed down. It's open essentially during business hours. No one actually lives there.
Yeah. Then I am just in the garden.
Indeed.
So, I feel like I want to head back to the ship whilst simultaneously calling out for Ricky. Anyone with me?
Yes. Are we walking past, like, anywhere that has bread? Or does anyone have bread that I can borrow?
The pile outside the hut.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab, like, a nice loaf of farmhouse, and I'm going to cast light on it so it glows, a bread-colored glow, and I'm going to give it to Francois and get him to fly around holding the bread to try and attract Ricky.
Now, involving Francois as a genius player on your part, as you do not know his stats, but I do. Francois flying high with this glowing bread and the perception that he has, the passive perception, he is going to know exactly where Ricky is. But ultimately, you have asked him to fly around with glowing bread, and that's what he's going to do.
Francois, can you see him?
Oui, mon chéri.
Ricky, where is he?
Oh, you want to know? Oh, he's over there, and points at the Black Castle.
Everybody to the castle! The raccoon is inside!
The raccoon is inside. Get it.
I'm going to start going towards the castle.
Wonderful. As you get there, Francois does just sort of land next to the bush and just point at it. He is in ear.
Francois, give him the bread.
Francois just places the bread just outside of the bush and like wafts the smell into the bush.
Ricky, please come out.
No.
Come, Ricky Martin. I did not eat the shrimp. I am your friend.
You I like.
Ricky,
What?
I'm sorry.
Why
The
you
fuck did
eat-
we get shrimp?
Just Halzin's just storming off. Where was my invite?
You guys ate without me?
You were there.
Funnily enough, after passing out mid shrimp and somehow swallowing it without choking, you actually did wake up feeling hungry again. If only you had some leftover shrimp in a bucket.
Ta-da!
Strangely shaped bucket.
Oh, cool. Can I eat those?
Yep, go
Not
for
in
it.
front of Ricky.
Too late.
Really?
Yeah.
Francois
No, I think we should just
Francois
let them
taps
make
his trotters together and the shrimp turns into bread.
I think you just incited conflict within the party. Because I am hungry.
Ricky, it's okay. The shrimp was actually just cursed bread all along.
Cursed bread.
That tiefling was a warlock. I know one when I see one. It was all a spell. Why do you think you
But it
only
was-
had 40 shrimp between you? It was actually loaves of bread.
But it
So I
was
said you
Scandalous.
tried shrimp?
I thought it tasted baked.
but I am the bread god and I did not know this.
No, it would appear the tiefling warlock put a spell on you to block your perceptions, my friend.
At the shrimp hut, yes.
Powerful warlock to put spell on the god.
Indeed,
You should
that is
kill
why we must continue our adventure. Save the world from the tiefling warlock. Can you roll
He's right
insight for
down
me,
there.
Ricky? Rip and tear until it is done. Oh.
10.
You absolutely believe everything Francois is saying. You are now fully convinced that this tiefling warlock is the devil, your own personal hell, and he must be punished, and your ultimate goal in life is to bring him to justice.
Then I shall end him. I am going to kill the warlock.
Oui, mon
And I'm going
copain,
to head back.
and I
I'm
will
gonna head
ride
back
with
to-
you. I heard he was going to the next place on the list. He must spread his evil around the world, and we must stop him. It is the only way.
Is he not just down at his shrimp hut down there?
No, it is gone. It is vanished. Disparu.
Then
All right.
okay. I
Wonderful.
really have nothing else to say.
Fabienne, he reaches out to you telepathically and says, "These mortals are really stupid."
Wait, can I telepathically talk back?
He can literally hear your thoughts if you want to reply while he uses this spell.
I'm just going to laugh in my thoughts, but maintain a very straight face.
You see this almost cartoon-esque bumblebee-shaped pig just smile at you as he floats back towards the ship. Come on, Ricky Martin. We must save the world.
Let's go.
For honor, for freedom, for bread. Right.
Well-
next on the agenda would be to decide on your next move, I guess.
We still haven't recruited Rudy, which is the whole reason we came here.
Yeah, but then we ate shrimp.
Last
so,
session, you were given the impression that there was nothing you could do to convince him.
You said we had one more chance.
Yep, and I haven't given it to you yet. I said there was going to be another chance for you to talk with him about it. But it's not yet. It is in future. In fact, after I told you about the chance thing, I actually changed my mind and may have put something in the campaign that explains why you won't get a chance. But anyway, it is on you to discuss amongst yourselves what your next move should be. For those who have forgotten, the list that you were given. Where the fuck is my list? There it is. You have Grug, Bonk, Nithralia and Nox are both spoken to. Rudy was also on the list, obviously, and then there was Vanwa, Emrys, Vivix, Lawsuit, and Eleanor. 3 places: one unknown, Melis Dinas, and the Storm's Eye. In fact, before you even think about where you want to go next, is anyone actually going to go and recheck the list itself? I'm simply telling you what it said when you read it last.
Yeah, I think we should anyway.
Mhm.
Well, at the thing,
Wonderful.
the boat.
Yeah. So you're on the ship, and you are
Yes,
going to check
Saturn
the
definitely would.
list. Yeah. As you're checking through the list, you're like sort of ticking it off in your head, like, yeah, we got Grug, we got Bonk. Yeah, right. Nith is ready. Nox is ready. And then where it says Rudy, it says last known, Fairwater, willing but passed his deception roll.
It says that.
It says that.
It says he's playing D&D. D&Deception. What the fuck?
Yes. Following on from that was Vanwa, Emrys, and Vivix were all Melis Dinas. Lawsuit the Raptor was the Storm's Eye, and Eleanor was just the words are jumbling up, and it just reads unknown whenever it tries to quote-unquote update itself. So, where do you think you should go next?
I think Melis Dinas should be our next one.
Melis Dinas, you say?
Because so many of them are there.
Yeah, there's, 3 of them? Vivix, Emrys, and Vanwa.
Exactly.
Is
We
everyone
could
in
also
agreement?
use a raptor, though.
True, but the Storm's Eye sounds like we're about to fight God, so I'm not sure about that.
That is also
You
true.
want to fight God?
I don't want to fight God.
As far as the Storm's Eye goes, I would say, Saturn, following an insight check, I may have some information for you. but only you.
Okay, do you want me to do it now?
Yeah, go for it. Like, while you're still reading this and suggesting where to go next.
Not 20! Let's go! Let's
And
fucking
that's 20.
go!
Okay, you absolutely
Yeah!
figure that the only storms
Wow.
you know of and that it could possibly be is the center of the monsoon that wiped out your village,
Oh.
which
it's
is the epicenter of the point in which the last party from Campaign 1 actually defeated the Prince of the Undead, August. You actually imagine that's where Lawsuit is, as there were stories of the party returning there once. Someone from the party who was left unnamed returned there under Lawsuit's request to leave Lawsuit there to watch over the final resting place of his favorite person.
That's so cute. Yeah, I'm gonna pass this on to the guys and be like, it's literally, and then just point over towards the monsoon.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Guys, we're literally here. Before we leave, so we don't have to come back. Maybe it's a good idea.
I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, if we're here.
A little bit of a
in the
metagame.
area.
If you are going to the center of the monsoon, it is a very short area. We have time to do it tonight if everyone is okay to keep playing, and then we'll end after that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good.
Boy.
Right, so we're headed to the
Oi.
Storm's Eye.
Maybe.
As you all agree, as if willing the ship itself to fuck off in that general direction, you are flown high above the monsoon itself, looking down on the world, which is incredibly tiny this high up. It's like you can see the entire area that you have ventured through, and it is a speck compared to the rest of the world that you see below you. This realm that you live on is spanning enormous. You realize that there is very little you actually know compared to what you think you know. But as the ship then does go over the outer walls of the monsoon, you realize that the inside of the monsoon is in fact hollow, and there is just a very large, dark stone tower in the middle of it. As the ship lowers down towards this stone tower, it's built like a prison, and there is one sort of like long balcony bridge section that is just freestanding in the epicenter of the storm. The tower is hundreds of stories tall, and the bars that once held something within have long since worn away. The ship parks off, and you are free to explore.
I think we should.
Yes.
We gotta go.
So, directly in front of you, as you step off the ship, is a collection of sticks that have made a sort of effigy shape. And underneath this, there is a small plaque that reads, "The resting place of our friend. They sacrificed themselves for a greater purpose. We miss you." And as you're reading through this, you hear a bellowing roar from inside the tower. But nothing tries passing through the doorway leading in.
I say we sneaky sneak. So it could be Lawsuit, but that could be something else.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You can roll stealth.
Maybe he has babies.
You can roll stealth if you want to sneak. And you're just
Yes.
investigating.
Are we up for sneaking, guy?
Hell yeah.
I think I'm decent at sneak.
I'll give it a go.
We can't just walk in, but I was thinking maybe no. So what am I rolling, sorry? Stealth.
Yeah, stealth.
Well, if we're going
Anyone
to
who is
be
approaching.
sneaky,
Hmm?
I can pass without trace. How many can we do that up to?
I rolled a 19, so I'm okay, I think. Right? Am I okay?
Yes, you are fine.
Please?
You don't need the spell.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
Rolled a
cool.
9.
A 9
So
is a
maybe
fail,
one of
but
it-
the spell would make
maybe
you pass.
one. Yeah, I'm gonna pass without trace again.
Mm-hmm.
Gives everyone a +10 to stealth rolls.
Okay, so
So
you have to
you're
roll
19 become
a
damage.
you have to roll a 9 before the spell to pass.
Hey, Baz.
I got
Wonderful.
a 27.
I fail, so I guess Salem is just walking in.
Okay, so 4 of you very easily follow the
I want to say
shadows.
for flavor's sake, because of Salem being a dick to Ricky, he just didn't
Like
pass
you've
without
purposely
trace.
just not given it to him. Yeah, you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
there's something really dangerous ending in there. Let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, as
And
4 of you
yeah.
do sort of sneak your way in, you stick into the shadows, you imagine this creature being in this large, very dark tower is maybe not going to see so well. So you're just focusing on being quiet. Whereas Salem has just walked in like, what are you guys doing? What the fuck? And as you do enter, it's a massive throne room with a throne in the middle facing away from you. And it seems to be made of the bones of all different kinds of races. A few of you are familiar with the description, but just for the people who are unaware, yeah, this throne was once the seat of Orcus, the BBEG of Campaign 1, and just on the other side of it is the largest creature you have ever seen. This Velociraptor is much larger than you feel it should be. Imagine the body of a raptor, but the size of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And it is staring directly at Salem, and it lets out a huff.
Salem kind of just waves. So, buddy, we're here to pick you up. There's a map that told us we needed to.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
Could you make an animal handling check for me, please? Only Salem.
I can absolutely do that.
Wonderful.
Or can you?
I can do that, but I can't roll very well. I rolled a 12.
Okay, you only have to beat a 5. As you do say this, yeah, I just rolled it. I'm actually using a custom character sheet to do this. So your animal handling is essentially persuasion. But because this creature doesn't understand you, it can't necessarily be persuaded. It's listening for tone of voice and that sort of thing. But as you're just very blunt and straightforward, you actually remind it of someone from its past. And it does bow its head. It shows respect.
Oh.
That's so sad.
Hey, buddy. Salem just kind of awkwardly holds out a hand, never having met anything larger than, like, maybe a house cat.
It just rests the nose on the hand. It's like smelling you, trying to suss you out.
Okay, well, since seeing this, Saturn's also going to approach very slowly and low, obviously, not making a lot of sound, just being as open as possible.
Seems to be side-eyeing you as you reveal yourself, and it does sort of jump slightly and back off. It didn't know you were there, and you've just come from a corner of the room.
Yeah, she's gonna put her hands up and be like, it's okay, it's okay. And then take out some rations and just put them on the floor.
You
And back
hear
up.
a growl of what you can only imagine to be a sort of more inquisitive growl, and Ricky and Talzin, you both have speak with animals. You can understand what the growl is. It is saying, who are you? What are you doing here?
Ricky, you take this one.
As Talzin bows out and leaves.
I think the fuck not.
Well, I don't want to anger this thing. We're a group of adventurers, misfits. That thing, pointing at Francois,
Francois tips an imaginary hat. Bonjour.
We were sent here by a magical map that told us we needed to pick you up for some sort of quest and or t'other.
Who gave you the map?
Ah, that guy with the name. Pop it. Whiz Pop. Anybody
Fizzban.
help? Ah, that's the one.
Up until this point, whenever you've heard it, it sounded almost like aggressive in tone, and it's been very rough. And then the moment you say Fizzban, he's, "Oh, my dear chap, wonderful! Oh, it's been so long."
I love him, Paul.
What does he need?
Honestly, not entirely sure.
Okay.
We're just rounding up some other people.
Ah, yeah, it would be strange that he would ask for me. Last time I saw him, he didn't even seem to acknowledge me.
At this point, should we probably update the party? Otherwise, I'm assuming they're just hearing growls.
And we're also just seeing you speak to
It's your
Jeffrey
choice.
from the shadows.
No, Talzin and Ricky would have growled back. They're speaking Raptor.
Oh, okay. So it's just a growl off right now.
Yeah, they're just
Saturn's gonna
very,
think you're
very
trying to piss him
unsettled
off.
sounding. Yeah, it sounds angry to you. All three of them just sound really aggressive and angry. Like they're about to
Saturn's
attack.
like, guys, please don't make us fight him. I don't want to do that right now. I'm not feeling it. No, not really. No, thank you.
Ricky's
Be
gonna
nice.
finally speak up and just be like, "Hey, can you do me a favor, Mr. Raptor guy? Can you growl really, really loudly at those guys over there? Like you're gonna attack?
What do you mean, growl? We're speaking, you know.
Just be like, "Rah!"
Oh, you just want me to yell?
Yeah, do it.
He lets
Please.
out, this is for Saturn Salem, anyone who doesn't have the ability to understand Raptor. He opens his mouth wide, and you know, in Jurassic Park specifically, when they're hunting those kids and they're doing that like back sort of weird sound. He's doing exactly that, but it echoes in this hall that you're in this throne room. And the throne actually is so affected by the frequency that it starts to like almost have like an earthquake effect, and it starts to like dust just rolls down the walls. You are terrified.
Yeah, I was gonna say Saturn shits herself.
Just a little ice cube pops out. Just
Ice machine. Oh my god, just
He
shits
looks-
out ice cube.
yeah, just like an ice cream thing. But no, he looks back at Ricky and just goes, "You're welcome."
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah,
Oh.
she
Salem
falls
just kind
back.
of Salem just kind of goes scared for a moment, and then suddenly a whole demeanor shift and just kind of stares calmly.
I think Saturn would hide behind Salem, hoping that she would get eaten first.
The raptor seems to ignore you, and it just actually seems humoured by what is going on. You can see an almost laughing sort of smile form as it lets out a few sharp exhales. Looks back at Ricky and Talzin off to the corner and is just like, "So, you don't know what you need to hire me for, but you're here nonetheless. Are there any others involved in this grand adventure you know literally nothing about?"
Rug. He seems
red
pretty
one?
chill.
The dumb one?
Yeah.
The really stupid one?
Whoa.
Mhm.
Whoa. Seemed pretty smart to me.
Is Bonk still around? I love that little scamp.
Yeah.
I thought I'd hear the day that my fucking raptor calls someone a scamp.
Well, where is Grog right now? Where is Grunk and Bog? Bog. Bonk.
Gronkenbog.
Gronk and Bonk. They're German now. Gronk and Bonken. The excitement is taking over Lawsuit. He can't get his words out. Grog and Bonk. Where are they right now?
Gronkenbog.
They are on our ship.
Oh, where's your ship?
Flying.
Out there.
Flying. Looks at the doorway. Oh, is that one of? Oh, it's one of Fizban's. They used to store me on one of those, like some wild animal.
Is that not what you are?
No,
Look,
I'm a
look who's talking,
sophisticated
fuzzball.
gentleman.
Well, yes, but you're still wild animal, right? You can be both.
You can't be sophisticated and wild.
I beg to differ.
Shut the
You
fuck
remind
up,
me of
whore.
someone. He's looking at Talzin.
Whoa.
Yeah, I
You
get that
remind
a
me
lot.
of another half elf.
Is he also a bitch?
I thought it was pronounced bad.
Same thing.
Dun, dun.
The
But it
little
was.
one's not very good with his language skills.
Yes, I think he's
And
really
this one's not
stupid.
very good with its rapier.
Yeah, our favorite shadow box in half elf.
Yeah, I'm just saying that throwing knife worked, okay? I'd like to update the party on what's going on and explain that they're friendly and we're trying to explain what it is we're actually doing, even though we don't know exactly what we're doing.
As far as
Then
the
why
party
he
does know,
growl?
if they paid attention to Fizban, is essentially you are tasked with gathering the previous heroes so they can pass down what they can to you to make your quest to bring back magic permanently. They're essentially training you, is their whole point.
Have you
You-
told them that we need their help to bring magic back?
Ah, yes, good point. I would explain to the giant raptor that I'm still very afraid of. That we need them to do an 80s montage for us. We're trying to bring
We need
magic
to
back.
learn how to whip our tails back and forth.
I need to know how to be the very best, like no one ever was.
No one ever was?
You were
Oh,
tasked to
right,
bring
I
the
see.
entire group back from 50 years ago?
We think so.
The
So, yes.
gigantic raptor once again moves to where the throne is, and in his mouth it will pick up what appears to be a mummy and place it in front of you. And what of my parent? How do you intend on bringing this one back?
What was your parents' name?
Drowthy.
Can I go and could I'm gonna turn to Tuz and be like, are we allowed to look at the mummy, or am I gonna get my head bitten off?
Well.
I'm not gonna touch
You
it.
wanna-
I just wanted to look.
You want to look at it without touching. It's
Yeah.
essentially just it's wrapped in cloth. You can't see
Oh,
who the
okay.
person is.
Okay.
Are they dead?
You can only assume so.
I mean, can I check?
How? What would you like to do? How
Well-
would you check?
Put your fingers on their pulse, or like what?
Yeah, I mean, I've got Spear the Dying if they're not dead. So
Okay, you approach and Lawsuit does growl, not even speak raptor. It's an actual growl. Just what are you doing?
bro, I'm trying to see if they're alive.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, that thing I'm really good. I mean, I got a 15 with 0 modifier, so just a 15 on the dice.
Okay. Yeah, the raptor bows its head, takes a step back. But if you hurt them, I will kill you.
If they're already dead, then I can't hurt them, right? We can only bring them back. Yeah?
Lawsuit does a snarl and sort of turns away slightly, but sort of still side-eyeing to see what you're actually going to do.
Okay. I mean, first off, I would just like check if they're alive.
And how would you like to do that?
Could I cast Spare the Dying and just see if it works?
I mean, there's easier ways of doing things without wasting a spell slot, but yeah, absolutely do that.
It's a cantrip.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, I would cast Spare the Dying.
Nothing happens.
Okay. As that didn't work, I will check for pulse.
That was the easier thing you could have done. Yeah. Roll medicine.
I know.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, there's a pulse. It's weak.
There
but
is
it's
a
steady.
pulse. I'm gonna look up a lawsuit and be like, "What happened to them?"
The one made of bones disappeared, came back, and they fell. They dropped. They're gone. I'm waiting for them to wake up. It's been, and lawsuit thinks for like a minute, just in silence, just 50 years.
They've just been asleep for 50 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Still breathing. Still the pulse. Just sleeping.
Could I kind of check to see what this is? If I would know what this is?
It would be an Arcana check, yeah.
That's a 22, baby. 17 on the dice plus 5.
Nice. Okay, you as you're sort of piecing together that they can still breathe, the steadiness seems almost influenced by something. You get the idea that the body of Lawsuit's parent, quote unquote, they're very different in size and clearly race, even with the mummified rags around it. You can tell that this is not a raptor under there. And yeah, you get the idea that the soul may have been separated from the body, but the body is still being sustained.
I'm going to relay that information to everyone, including Lawsuit.
So you're telling me I've been waiting for a soul to return to... Why doesn't my parent just come back then? They know the way to their own body, right?
Unless the soul is trapped, young one.
I'm older than you.
I know.
Judging by your size, you're 5 years old.
Ish. Yeah, give or take.
Well, I'm 55 years old. Give or take.
Raptors, you
And is actually the one that
long.
would know Lawsuit's age, because you knew the age back when Campaign 1 was still going.
I think it was somewhere around there. I think we have actually agreed on 3 years old.
Okay,
just
yeah,
because
so like
that would be
53,
maturity.
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, so this is a 53-year-old raptor who has far outgrown the limits that it should have grown.
And I imagine well outlived its life.
Yeah, that too. It should be dead.
20 years. Raptors live for 20 years.
Yeah, they do. This one doesn't, though.
Obviously.
That's one thing I will not make you all roll a check on, is the fact that this raptor should not be alive. And it should not be that size. You get the feeling that there's something keeping it alive. In fact, if it's been in this room for 50 years, it would have starved to death about 49 and a half years ago. maybe even longer than that. That's raptors and notorious for eating lots and lots of food all the time.
I did put down some bracken when we got here.
Yeah, it would have absolutely eaten. It's like taking bites in between sentences, talking to you. It feels comfortable enough now as you have filled it in on the situation with its parent.
So, is there anything we can do for the body? Saturn will turn to my team.
How much would I know about this? Or I'm assuming basically nothing we can do.
Usually, if a spirit has been taken from a body, it is to be left untouched, is the general rule of thumb with this situation. So you feel like transporting it would actually kill the body.
Okay. I will pass that on to Lawsuit and the party, being like, we need you, but we cannot take your parent. If we
Well,
do, the
there's-
soul may not ever find its way back.
Yeah. Well, there is only one other here. They'll be safe. I can go for a short amount of time, I'm sure. Yes, I'll do it. I'll do it. And Lawsuit picks up the mummified body of Drow and places it on the throne.
Oh, I miss my baby.
Salem stares for a moment. There's another here?
Another, yes. And without missing a beat, Lawsuit will scoop down and pick up something you can't quite see that gets stuck between his teeth, and he places it on top of Drow. And then moves towards the way the throne is actually facing. It says, just through here. There's someone there. They've been here not very long. They appeared out of nowhere. It was very odd, as if through a portal.
Can we go see them?
Well, I'm not going to stop you.
I was afraid you would, to be fair.
Lawsuit steps aside and just lies down next to the mummified body of Drow and just says, I'll say my goodbyes while you investigate.
Okay.
I'm scurrying on through. I'm fully no longer scared of Lawsuit.
Yeah, me too.
I think we're best buds.
Yep.
Besties.
Lawsuit sees things similarly as well. You get the idea that Lawsuit is very positively inclined towards you. And as you start walking through this gap, there is sort of what appears to be a door with no handle in front of you after a small length of hallway. But Ricky.
Yes.
In fact, no, actually everyone. Roll perception. Ricky, roll with advantage.
I
13.
got 21.
Okie dokie.
I got a 9 even with advantage, but one of them was a nat 1, so
I got a
needed.
7.
Okay, fair enough.
Dirty 20.
Okay, and what was Salem's?
7. So
7. Okay, so Fabienne and Saturn, you can smell garlic.
Oh, my god.
God.
fuck's sake.
And
It
as you
sounds
approach this door, the two of you
spooky.
hear,
He's playing Minecraft.
Get off my PC. Villager
No,
noises.
you can hear like knocks against stone, and then just no.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Is he trying to break up?
You get the idea that someone is trying to look for a doorway on the other side.
We're gonna, I think Saturn will be like, hey, it's us again.
As you're about
How'd
to
you
speak,
get in there?
you hear metal scraping against stone, and then just as he snores.
Oh no.
And then
Fuck's
you just
sake.
hear the familiar Oathbreaker. And then snoring.
Okay, handle, door with no handle.
No handle.
Can I push on it?
You can try, but nothing happens.
Fuck.
You get the idea that this is either some kind of enchanted doorway or that it was made never to be opened.
Okay. So we don't need to
Maybe
go in there, or
Get in there.
You get the idea
He's a
there is no way
slave.
you're going to get in there, no. But it definitely smells like Mixa.
his specific garlicky scent.
Yeah, and the voice as well that you heard.
Let's just
Mhm.
leave. I don't wanna. I don't. Yeah, I don't
It's
wanna.
it's
They'll probably
literally
be out
been
that room.
Yeah, it's literally been like an hour or two since you were actually talking to him in Fairwater as well. Like, you cannot fathom how he got here.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I think we should just leave that room if it's not meant to be open.
Okie dokie. So the only other way to go is back towards Lawsuit.
Yes.
Right. As you do reach the throne room once again, Lawsuit is stood upright, sort of bows his head towards Drow, and then looks back at you. And I'm ready. Let's make way and find my old friends, I guess.
Okay, let's go. Woo.
Can everyone roll me a perception check as well, please?
I haven't rolled a single good perception.
No,
check
you
yet.
really haven't. I'm hoping this is going to be the one. In fact,
No, I rolled a 6.
I'm going to say magic users roll with advantage.
Okay.
Do I class as a magic user as a
I
druid?
rolled an 18.
No, your
Eh.
magic is a different source, so I would say no, yours would just be a regular roll for Ricky.
Yeah.
I got
got it.
21.
21.
Did I?
21.
Right, so everyone rolled fairly high there, right?
No, I got an 8.
Okay, everyone except
than
Ricky
you.
rolled pretty high there. Ricky, the smell of garlic has delayed itself, but it is now filling your nose, and you are very distracted by the idea of food. The rest of you notice the thing Lawsuit seems to have placed on Drow's lap as Drow is propped up in this throne. It's like a stick almost, like a wand maybe, but it has a skull on the end.
Oh no.
I'm gonna ask Taliesin to ask what it is.
Lawsuit, what exactly is that thing?
Oh, that was a casting stick. That's the creature we all defeated right at the end of our time together. He dropped it, so I've been keeping it safe in case he comes back.
I would like to roll relay information.
That's a free one. Yeah, you are all aware that this is the wand of Orcus.
Oh,
Don't touch it. No
Oh, hell
touchy.
no.
You do not know what the
Get
wand
away from
does.
it. Oh, okay. Then feel free.
You imagine it's just a catalyst for spellcasters.
I just
Goth
kind of look
flavor.
at the wand. I just kind of look at the wand, look at my goth stuff, and then just decide, wait a minute, I use my mind. Why the fuck would I use a wand? Just walk away.
That's so fair.
Amazing. You just no interest whatsoever. You just know it's there. That's it. Anyone else? Would you like to approach or investigate this further?
No, keep that
Looks
shit
a
away
bit
from me.
spooky.
If I see
I will-
something with a skull on it,
I
I
will
say
say,
no.
seeing as most of you did roll quite high, you're going to get a bad feeling from this thing, and you're probably going to want to warn Lawsuit, who has been touching it this entire time.
I want to check it out.
No touchy.
Okay, seeing as the people have spoken about it, you will know it's there now. You can absolutely investigate.
Yeah, what I roll?
Investigation.
Okay. I got a 17.
Or,
Well, to be fair, I
or
don't
you
know
can
who the
roll an
Arcana-
Arcana, as it is a magic wand, technically.
I mean, I rolled 17 with my investigation. Arcana would be higher, but I'll just leave it at the 17. I don't want to risk it.
Okay. Yeah, 17 is
It's a
enough.
decent.
You do realize that the eyes of the skull seem to flicker as if they're watching you. There's life in those eyes.
Hello.
That's it. It's just hello. There is no reply. It is still a skull. It's not going to reply to you.
Yeah, I think I'll relay it to Lawsuit if possible. No, I'll get Taliesin to. You do it. I don't like
Oh,
the tweets.
Relay information.
What are you relaying? This is Ricky.
Oh no, I was telling Tellison to tell him that it's bad. Should not touch. No touchy
No,
touchy.
Ricky can understand you.
Yeah, I know, but Ricky's a bit busy right now. Trying to wrap
Touching
up.
it.
So you're telling Talzin to tell Ricky because he looks too busy and you don't want to bother him.
No, I told him to tell Lawsuit,
Oh, okay.
who has been touching it.
Ah,
You should-
that one makes sense. Okay, you definitely relay that info.
While Ricky is full up touching it and just going to take it with him.
I think you should not touch
Lawsuit
that.
is just like, oh,
No
it was
touchy.
the company I kept. It kept me sane this whole time. And Ricky, as you pick it up, you don't notice anything bad. It's just an object that you can carry. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
And
Everything can go.
Would you like to add the Wand of
no,
Orcus to
no.
your inventory, please?
Lawsuit's just letting this happen?
Lawsuit is convinced that this wand is of positive background.
He would
Can
have
I-
seen what happened to people with it, right?
Yeah, but he's also been around it for 50 years and he's still alive. I mean,
I
Can
guess.
I relay
he's-
that bit of information that it's kept him sane for 50 years?
yeah, literally just be like, well, he's the only company I've had for 50 years.
I'd like to explain that to the party, and it might be a good idea
No.
to bring the wand with us.
Fine.
Ricky has already
Fine.
picked it up. It's too late.
Yeah, it's in his bag. It's in his pockets.
If you
His
want to
side pockets.
flavor stuff with me outside a session, Monsieur Ricky, then we can definitely do that. But
Okey-dokey.
yes, you have the ability to connect with this wand with a skull on the end, and you feel like you could potentially use the power naturally still inside it to maybe try and cast a spell at will if you wish to. But you don't know any spells. Not these type of spells, anyway.
Exactly.
So, when it comes to you casting one, I would like you to just roll for them, as you are familiar with. Let me just check how many spells it was, because I think it was a D6 that we used. It's going to be a D4. I need to make a note of these now. Damn you all. Right. Yeah, that is everything you can see within the throne room. The only other doorway was unopenable. The only thing you can imagine to do is to maybe head back to the ship and try and see if Lawsuit can even fit on it. And as you do approach the ship and Lawsuit does manage to fit on it, there appears to be a very large paddock at the back that has taken shape as Lawsuit enters, and Lawsuit just squats in it and chills the fuck out. Lawsuit's vibing. You now
This is the
have...
first time he's been out in like 50 years.
Yeah, you now have a 30-foot Velociraptor in the back of your airship.
Oh, hell yeah.
Riding shotgun, if you will. And he's staring in at the doorway to the throne room as you then take off and head for, inevitably, the final place on the list, Melis Dinas.
Yippee. Yippee.
Yeah, perfect time to have the Jurassic Park music.
Melis Dinas, let us go there to see stuff. Adventuring with Talazin and Ricky. And the rest of them. Right, the party arrives at Melis Dinas. Melis Dinas, even. Danis, what the fuck?
Melis Dinas.
Let me just rewind and restart that
Changed in
moment.
the last 50 years.
Yeah. Name change. It identifies differently now. Don't judge it. Don't dead name it. The party arrives to Melis Dinas via the docks. There's a long line of piers where the import-export based business of the city is centered around, usually busy day in and day out, stock changing hands, couriers carting goods back and forth. But it's oddly empty. Outside of a singular ship that has black sails with images of the draconic crest, a black greatsword with a burning flame behind it proudly displayed upon the sails. The party looks up over the docks and sees nothing. It's barren, empty. The buildings look untended to. This place seems to have been empty for a long time. But you know this place as the trade center of the entire realm. And that's where we're going to end the session.
That's not crazy.
Crazy.
Find out
Yes.
next time.
You still have not named the party, so...
Quad Maverick,
I was going to say,
Ah.
on these bunch of weirdos.
on Quad-
Yay!
Ah,
Campaign 2 of Quad Maverick is subtitled Awakening. So you may call it that if you wish, I don't know. The group doesn't have a name, though.
clearly it's just Salem and the other people that are also there.
I think it's
Ricky
that
and the
one party with the
Martins.
raccoon.
Yeah, was
Ricky and the Martins. Oh my god. God damn.
if we
Yippee.
had Salem and the other people that are also there, that would shorten down to Satoptat.
Has a ring to it.
Top 10.
Satopted.
I love that we're calling ourselves Tat. Perfect. yeah, Phil.
Salem's large anti-hero group.
Which is funny, because there's 5 of you, and you, and a very large group. Although 2 of
If
the
we-
members are above the average height of D&D characters.
Yes.
Salem's large. What do they call it? Anti-hero? Anti-hero group.
Salem's large package.
No, that doesn't shorten.
That
Salem's
Janine
large
really
anti-hero
enjoyed.
Group is slag. We are
Are
slag.
we, I was going to say, are we keeping the H? Because that'd make it slog.
Unless you're
is one
dyslexic, in
word.
which case it's schlag.
I like both.
Sean Connery is flags.
One word, clearly.
Duh.
Right, I have the D4 spells ready for the Wand of Borkus. Which means next
Yippee.
session is ready, all ready to go.
By the way, does Lawsuit count as a party member? Because you said each party member would be a level up.
Yes,
Oh,
you
that's
do level
true.
up. You do indeed.
Yay!
Every time you pick
I
up one
love
of the
leveling up.
original party members or familiars, Grug and Bonk came as 1. So that was why you leveled up after
Yeah,
meeting
makes sense.
Grug and hiring him.
So we're going to
Um,
level 5.
Yes, you are indeed. Obviously, Nith and Nox, I think. No, it was Nox I leveled you up after. Grug was during session 0, so I didn't see the point in leveling you up. Nith
Oh,
was
you're
done by
so
Francois,
in.
who is already max level. So that ain't gonna work.
Wait, I never chose my feat for level 4. Okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
if you tell me now that it's like proficiency in perception after this session,
Absolutely.
Imagine.
yeah,
Dexterity and Constitution as well.
I'm
Never.
gonna give a special
Amazing.
thanks to one of the members of Quad Maverick, Kinky, for making his guest
Yeah.
appearance as Moomin the Minotaur today as well. That was a really fun little thing that we planned. Moomin will return.
I hope
Ominous
so.
Marvel
Will return
post-credit
in
scene.
Endgame.
It was nice to hear from the man.
Yeah,
The man, the myth, the legend.
Kinky may not be a permanent character in the campaign, but we are still using him like the bitch he is.
Yay.
In fact, speaking of Kinky, the list said that Melistinas had Emrys and Vivix, which were Kinky's character and mount from the last campaign. So next session, we may or may not hear from them.
Damn.
It's beefing cheap. Kinky said. Amazing. Right, I'm gonna see if we can raid anyone yet. Hopefully.
Praying.
Don't we have anyone on that we can raid? Hopefully. Any of us, by the way. It doesn't have to be me who decides.
I don't think.
Think so.
The otter's alive.
The odds are always live. I want raccoons to be live. That would be cool. Oh, I
my
found an
God.
actual bunch that our Twitch channel is following that are playing D&D right now.
They always play D&D once we finish, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
For the last 2 times.
Loading
at least.
crew seems to be live whenever we finish, and they're always an hour in. It's almost like they have a schedule.
What?
Let's see. It's working. Wonderful.
Oh my god!
We can raid
We
people
did
now.
it.
We made it,
We're
Ma.
famous.
Look. No morals.
Mother, I have made it.
Alright, well, thank you all for playing. It has been wonderful. Me and Squish are going to attempt to rest because we're going to Brum tomorrow to watch heavy music.
Yay!
You're going to Brum.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
My
Meeting
condolences.
Celeste and
Brum.
Ali.
I'll try.
Celeste, who is
Nice.
another Quad Math
Yeah.
player. Stay tuned for more. To our lovely chat on Twitch, thank you very much. To anyone watching on YouTube, you're kind of cute today. Nice cock.